Hello, Philadelphia! I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. And it's actually not frigid outside. And our thoughts wander down to Clearwater. Pitchers and catchers. And you know what? I got to tell you, I know the offseason's been a little bit of a disappointment with no Bichette and no other right-handed bat and kind of bringing back a lot of the same guys. But if I told you, I'm really excited. I am. I always go by just how am I feeling, right? Like, and I'm trying to be as honest with my own feelings so I can project to you, like where you get unfiltered, really unfiltered, just how you feel. And I'm excited for baseball. And look, the one thing I know about baseball is that you can't project October. You can't. Baseball's a sport where you have to live it every day and you have to let the story unfold. It's such a long season. There's so many factors in it. It's a book. It's the perfect sports book because the chapters are the months of the season, and then the third act is the playoffs, right? And what happens in the playoffs. And you can't figure out what's going to happen in February and March. You just can't. You got to see how that thing unfolds. Here's what I do believe. I believe the Phillies are a playoff team. A lot of talk, and I know yesterday, we were talking to the brain, and he was on the under, and somebody else was saying that they're not a playoff team. I give pushback to that. I think this is a playoff team. And I easily found 5 things that I'm excited about for this Philly season. 5 things that I'm really looking forward to, and that's going to drive me through spring training. Like I'm excited for pitchers and catchers. I love baseball, and when I miss it, and it's a daily companion. As much as I'm a football head and will always be a football head, it's a lot of anticipation. And then it's like uber indulgence. Football, you indulge on a Saturday and indulge on Sundays. Baseball is a companion. It's just there, 7 o'clock or 6:40 um, every night. Dinner time, after dinner, you got your boys. It's a companion piece. It's a great companion piece. And so my 5 things that I can't wait for this Philly season, and I do. I think they're going to be good. I think they're a playoff team. And if you're a playoff team, then damn the Dodgers. I get it. They're good. It's hard to go wire to wire in baseball. It just is. You don't know about injuries. You don't know about slumps. You don't know about a series. A series, if you think about it, it's become way more unpredictable baseball than it ever was. When the sports first started, it's the winner of the American League faces the winner of the National League. And that was it. Then they started to add the playoff tiers. So you had the winner of the NL East and the winner of the NL West, and then they played in the LCS. And you had wild cards and short series and play-ins and all that stuff. It makes it more random because, hey, who's got a 3-day layoff, a week layoff, and the bats go quiet, and who's hot and plays their way into it, a la the 22 Phillies. So it's no use robbing yourself of joy entering a baseball season when you have a good team. I've lived through a lot of bad Phillies teams, a lot of bad ones. The dark ages from 2013, 2012 is bad, but 2013 up until this group was bad baseball. No shot. Horrible lineups. So I don't want to just dismiss this team. It's not right to dismiss this team when you look at recent history where you had Matt Klentak as your GM and Gabe Kapler as the manager, and you had, who was that pencil bat hitting cleanup who played for Tampa? Who was it, VG? Brad, yes. Bamboo Brad Miller hitting cleanup. I mean, think about that. All right? As much as I bitch and moan that I want to lengthen the lineup, yeah, Brad Miller hitting cleanup. You had no chance. All right? This team's good. Now, here are my 5 things that really excites me for this Phillies team. Number 1, Aiden Miller. Right? Like, where is he at? Like, I can't wait for spring training and see Aiden Miller. I mean, I hear it. I see highlights from Reading and the whole thing. Aiden Miller's got to, from everybody I talk to, is a legit prospect. So he's an unknown. Will we see him quickly? Will we see him midseason? Probably at some point during the year. I expect to see Aiden Miller. So I'm looking forward to spring training and watching Aiden Miller. Number 2, Andrew Painter. Now, the problem with Andrew Painter was the great expectation of last year, that he was coming off the Tommy John, and we were expecting him sometime in July. And it was like, oh my God, the electric stuff, throws hard. And he couldn't get out of the minors, right? Like, he just never bounced back quick enough. Well, now you have an all-season throwing program. All right, now I'm anxious to see, let's see the real Andrew Painter come up this spring, man. Like, let's see it. Because if you have Andrew Painter and he is what he is, well, guess what? The rotation is as nasty as it's ever been if we get a good Andrew Painter. So he excites me. Number 3, Crawl Daddy in the outfield, right? Crawford. We actually have a young outfielder that's going to be an everyday player. And I do love the fact that Dombrowski said, here you go, kid. It's your job to lose. Yes. Now, I don't need the power, right? Like, that's not who he is. I want to see the kid get on base. I want to see the kid make some things happen. I want to see some youthful energy. Teams need, especially this one, needs an injection of some new youth. Youth matters, man, in baseball. There's something about it. That unbridled nature of a young, really good prospect. And that's what Crawford is. So I'm looking forward to that. Number 4, Christopher Sanchez 2.0. Christopher Sanchez repeat. Chris Sanchez was an ace last year. He was in the mix for the Cy Young. He was lights out every start. He's been a revelation. He's been a gift. We didn't expect that. I didn't expect Chris Sanchez to be that good. And he's just nasty. So I'm excited for Christopher Sanchez 2.0 because I think he's real. So it eases a little bit of the worry with Zach Wheeler, and I think he comes back. And if Wheeler's back, Wheeler's just a horse. So I'm not as concerned about Wheeler coming back to and being who he is. So Chris Sanchez, and for me, number 1 or number 5, however you look at it, for me, the biggest thing, I love Bryce Harper. All right? I love Harper. I love him. He is my favorite AB to watch. He just is. He's an electric ball player. I love the guy. I do. I've been a fan of his since he was in Washington. I love everything about him. I love the toughness about him, the competitor inside him. He's just got it. He's a great ball player. And yeah, his numbers could have been a little bit better last year, but I want to see him on a revenge tour. And quite frankly, I want to see him stick it right up Dombrowski's gigi, right? I do. I want to see it because, listen, it's smart by Dombrowski. Like, hey, I'm going to poke the best player and watch the best player who's so prideful, which I respect. He's so prideful that he's going to have a monster year, a spite year. All right? Revenge tour for Bryce. I think he has a big, big time year. And I love the dude, so I'm really rooting for it. So those are my 5 things. This is why I'm in a good mood today, heading into pitchers and catchers. Baseball. It's back. Good morning, VG.
Good morning. I am so stoked about this morning. The sun is out. It's like 70 degrees out there. Pitchers and catchers are reporting. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's a Wawa Wednesday. We got some Wawa hot dogs. Let's eat some dogs and talk some baseball, buddy. Let's go. Wawa dog in the morning. Can't beat it. That was after the sizzly, by the way. We got the sizzly this morning, but it's dog time. Baseball is here. Let's go, man.
I can't.
It's infectious, Jules, man. I walked the dogs this morning. I was like, man, it's hot. I better get some sunscreen on the nose.
Jules, he's even got the sunscreen.
I know.
Yeah.
The bucket hat, I love.
Yeah.
Right? It's a great thing.
Yeah.
Even the sunglasses, good. The nose.
Dude, I was just at the dermatologist on Monday. She's like, you're doing good. I said, my buddy calls me Dracula. She's like, I love it. I love it. She's like, get to the mummy level if you can. I was like, you got it. So let's go.
I love it, dude. That's great. That's great.
I'm with you, man.
And the fact that you get the dogs, the Wawa hot dogs, is priceless.
Yeah,
good job. Good job with the props.
I got to feel the season. You got to feel the season.
So he says to me, I'm looking at him, he's giggling. I'm like, what are you laughing at?
As nervous giggles.
And I go, what are you laughing at, dude? He goes, props. I'm like, props? What are you talking about? Props? Like, what event has props? Like, Super Bowl's over, right? I said, what, physical props? He said, yes. And I'm not the biggest, prop comic fan, right? So, but those props are good.
I ran it past Julie this morning to make sure it was okay. She's like, yeah. Go for it.
So Jules knows me, I think, and I think Jules is. I think she knows what it's good. It's excellent. I give you.
I'm trying to
I give a
little work in,
and I like the fun aspect of it. It's fun.
Because I'm with you, man. I agree with all your reasons for optimism. I can't complain about any of them. I got a list of my own. It's just like, let's go.
Well, look, you only get so many good seasons in baseball, right? Like, this is a truism. You only get so many good seasons where your team is a contender. And I could bitch and moan about Bichette and Suarez or whatever, but I'm not going to bring it as baggage, emotional baggage into the season and rob me of the pleasure of a good baseball team. And this is a good baseball team.
It is a good baseball team. It was a disappointing offseason, but we got to put that behind us. You look at Vegas, all the experts. I watch MLB. The Phillies are one of the top 4 teams in baseball. They say it every day. So we're ready to go. I mean, I like the young kids. We gotta believe in them. Crawford, one of my reasons of optimism, the kid's hit over 300 at every level he's hit. He gets hits. He doesn't hit bombs, but he gets hits. If he could turn the lineup over better than a Stott did, fantastic.
Listen,
let's go.
I'm with you. I love him in the 9-hole.
Yeah.
With Turner leading off, it works.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm down with that. And I look at I'm looking forward to Aiden Miller and seeing what he's got. So, and we talk about Painter. Painter had, before he got hurt, had just wicked stuff. Kid was filthy. So let's see. We have this idea about coming back from Tommy John. That's a major surgery, right? Like, that major situation. So all kinds of mental blocks about opening it up and arm slot and pain and management and what you're doing, arm action. So all that stuff comes into play. Now this should be, we get the glimpse to see who Painter really is.
And Dombrowski made a comment. They noticed after surgery, he dropped his arm slot, caused him fatigue. So they fixed it. They're working on it. So The kid's one of the top 2 or 3 pitching prospects in baseball. Let's go into it, man. Like, there's no point in being like, there's no point. There's
Dude,
no point.
I'm with you because, and let's bring it back full circle, because I said, we've lived through many bad Philly seasons. Like, I think back to when I was a child, right? Like, I always say, like, what shaped me as a sports fan, as a person, I became an optimistic person because I was a child when all 4 teams went to the finals. Phillies were good. Eagles go, Flyers, Sixers. Like, it was a good time. Phillies go again in '83 with like an old team, the Wheeze kids, they called them. And they were good. But after that, from my like teenage years, they weren't that good. They were pretty bad. They had traded Larry Boa and Ryan Sandberg, who was going to be like the best, kind of guy, best prospect, turned out to be a Hall of Famer, right? For a guy named Ivan De Jesus, who was horrendous, right? So they weren't good. And then you go through these years and like there was hope and, they can hit a little bit. And it was Glenn Wilson and guys like Jeff Stone, who was too fast for his feet and would fall all the time, right?
Skates.
Yeah, like we had these things. And then you go into the 90s and you go, 93. Yeah, but 93 was the ultimate blip.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a blip in time. It was probably more of a, what do you call a glitch?
Yes, total glitch.
It was more of a glitch than norm. They just somehow had this group and they made a run. But they weren't that good before and they were bad after. And then 94 happens to strike. And then it was just dark days. Like we've experienced in the last 30 years, 2 long eras of darkness. The last days of the vet were ugly in this town. I wrote a story. I was in New York, and I wrote a story about baseball has died in Philadelphia. I wrote that in 1998.
Mm.
And it was a picture of the vet, and it was in the stands during the game, and it was just empty. And like you could almost see the dry rot of the vet.
Mm.
And it was bad. And then, here comes Charlie and Tommy and, Jimmy and Chase and Cole and Ryan Howard and the group's here. It was great. Then they go back into the dark ages again, right? So now they're out of it. And, like, I know it hasn't yielded a parade, but this team's been pretty good. And they've been fun to watch. They're a fun watch, man.
People in Pittsburgh would kill to be us. Kill to be us, those fans out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that would love to be the Phillies, even though they've come up short the last few years. They would just love to have meaningful baseball throughout the season.
Yeah, I love the Phillies. Like I love them, and they are the Phillies. Our relationship with these teams are so complex, right? It's like family. So it's a lot of ways it's Freudian. The Phillies are truly family. Like they're your sibling, that they're always there with you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you fight with them, but you always love them and you always got their back. That's what kind of they are. The Eagles are like almost this obsession. They're like a
cult.
Yeah, like your
like
mate, they're like your significant other.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, yeah.
The Sixers are the cousin, or the crazy uncle. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Right?
Drunk uncle?
Like, they're just the drunk uncle. Because
Sixers are the
just
drunk
when you
uncle.
go, my man's all right, man.
Yeah,
He's figured it
right,
out.
right.
And he
Next
comes
thing
in,
you know, he's singing karaoke. He sounds
he's
terrible.
stumbling,
Yeah.
right? I got an idea of the process. And the Flyers are, they're a cousin that you love, but you want them closer. Like you want to close, but they've moved away.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
And you want them closer because like
It feels like they're moving closer, creeping. They're getting a little closer.
They are. And here's the thing that told me that. The uproar by Flyers fans, the root of the uproar is those Flyer fans that were really upset and came out. And in fact, I told somebody with the Flyers that's a good sign. Like, it's a good sign. And it's a good sign because they crave it. Like, they crave to be back, right? Like, they want so badly for that team to be relevant again. Well, so that's the analogy of the cousin who needs to come closer.
In sports, apathy is the worst, and the Flyers are the complete opposite of apathy.
Yes.
They are fervent. They're fired up. They're passionate. Yeah, they're the complete opposite of apathy. It would be the worst scenario if they went on that 7 or 8 game losing streak and no one cared. But
right. No, it's funny. Tasty Gate Dom says, "Ouch, ain't crazy uncle," but that's kind of what they are.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they are calling me with my props carrot slop. Carrot slop. Thanks, Ed Wright.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Carrot slop. Oh, cousin carrot slop. Oh, that's fabulous. That's fabulous. But, the Phillies are like your sibling. They're there all the time.
Oh, and they're such a companion.
Sometimes they're on your nerves.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like, come on, man.
You kidding me?
And then sometimes, but you love them. Like, you just always, you crave them. You need them in your life.
As you get older, too, the seniors, it's like their companion. Like, that's like their best friend. Like, my mom, especially since my dad has passed, the Phillies games throughout the summer, that's like her day. Like, she centers everything in her world around when the Phillies play.
Awesome. Like, that's a great, and that's the beauty of baseball.
Yeah.
The beauty of that sport is it's daily, right? It is that companion.
I can remember my grandpa, these bums. He called Schmidt a bum, a strike. I was like, these bums.
The word bum. The word bum.
That was the Phillies back in the 70s.
Those people. He's a bum.
10,000 losses, right? First team in professional sports to 10,000 losses.
My man Jimmy Head. He used to ride that. He was dead on the 10,000 losses. Oh man. But again, they're our family and they're good. So understanding that we've had 2 dark ages in the last 30 years, having a good team is I'm not gonna like thumb my nose at it because I wanted another bat.
100%. And because they're a good team, it's a long season, man. So, like, thumb your nose at it. That's a 6-month thumb your nose. Like, that's a long way.
Plus, you rob yourself of the joy. Like, come on. How much you love coming home and knowing that there's a game on?
Ooh, late afternoon game?
Right. Like, you just go, Phil's going down to Citizens Bank Park or, just coming home, backyard, outside. Especially we've been cooped up this whole winter. Like, and maybe that's part of it too, because I'm dreaming of it. Being cooped up, it's been freezing and awful. I'm dreaming of it.
This has been the worst stretch of winter, like, in a long time. The last 2.5 weeks that we just got through, just couldn't calm it. It's like nature just timed it perfectly. Pitchers and catchers. I mean, I'm turned on the news this morning. They're giddy that it's 40 degrees at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, yeah, that's what it feels like right now. It's the sun is out. I walk the dogs without bulked up layers. It was fantastic.
Well, last night was funny. Boswell goes, we had a game last night. And so we're leaving. It's probably about 5 to 7. We get in the car. He goes, Daddy, it's warm. It feels warm.
Yeah.
And I look at the temperature, and it was 32 degrees. I go, well, it does feel warm because, like over the weekend when we were getting in the car, it was 0.
Right.
So it's 32 degrees warmer, right? Like, that's significant.
Huge,
So
man.
imagine when it's 30 and then it becomes 60, you're like, oh, man, it feels great. So that 30-degree, rise is a big deal.
Balmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt great this morning.
Yeah. So, no, but pitchers and catchers is here. We got lots to do. It's the Wawa big deal. Phil's pitchers and catchers today. We're going to talk all about it. And we're going to be joined later on in the show by our old friend, the Vanimal.
Love it.
Vance Worley will join us. Vance will be pitching in the World Baseball Classic for Great Britain.
He is. I was blown away when I saw that. I'll take it back. But yeah, it's a nug we got ready to load. But yeah, Vance, the Vanimal, the World Baseball Classic.
The Vanimal. You know, I was excited because...
How long has it been since he pitched?
What's that?
How long has it been since he pitched professionally? Has he been pitching?
2017.
Wow.
I believe it's 2017, the last time the Vanimal pitched. The Vanimal, shout out to my man Jim from Coach Jim from the Warriors. The Vanimal gives lessons, pitching lessons, in South Jersey. He's a great pitching coach for youth baseball.
Oh, that's great.
So he comes and spends time with our team.
Oh.
And he's really good.
Coming back, he's 38. Hasn't pitched. That's like must-see TV.
Yeah,
you gotta tune to watch the Vanimal.
The Vanimal, baby. I love it. So the Vanimal's going to join us. Baldy coming up in 10. He's headed to Turkey.
Is he there
On
yet? Or
Saturday. No, he's leaving Saturday. Right. So we'll talk to Baldy. We got to recap the 25 season with him. And then Friday we'll look ahead. But a good baseball day. I wanted it. All right.
I can't wait to get the visuals and hear the gloves popping.
Yeah. Pitchers and catchers. Get those arms going. Let's go.
Stretch them out.
I can't wait to get outside. I bet, like, here's
today. You gonna go toss it?
No. Outside, like we practice indoors. So I love youth baseball. I can tell you, I love it. I love it. I love
your
being
favorite
in the
youth
dugout.
sport?
I love it all differently. I can't choose.
Okay.
But I love, being in the dugout. Boys come in. I got my coffee in the morning. Like, all right,
do you
we're in the cage. Go to the cages.
Do you do seeds? Gum, seeds in the dugout?
I'm a gum guy.
Gum?
I'm a gum guy. I used to have my coffee.
You got the big wad of gum or just...
Yeah, it gets there.
Nice.
We got the big tub of the double bubble.
Oh man, that's solid. Double bubble's strong.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I mean, I prefer the tournaments to be closer, but I love winning our home tournament. But I love it. I love the whole thing. Okay, all right, let's go to the cages. It's loosen up and the game on their way.
So will you watch?
Let's play 3
leading up to it. Do you watch like Major League, Bad News Bears to get into some managerial preparation?
No, but I do. No, but I do. No, but
Buttersworth, was that his name? Bad News Bears. He's like the greatest coach ever.
But Moss and I always watch our baseball movies.
What are they?
Oh man, Little Big League 12. 12 is his favorite is 12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great. If you have a kid, if you don't have a kid, it's all you played it. 12 is an awesome movie. It's about a kid who gets basically snubbed for like the All-Star team.
Yeah.
It's like Rocky meets Little League.
All right.
And he turns out to be this great prospect.
All right. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a great little movie. I loved it. I love it. And
Angel in the Outfield?
Yes, Angel in the Outfield we've watched. But we watched the other night. We watched Major League.
So good, Major League.
Yeah, we watched that the other night. We watched all the Field of Dreams. We'll go through the whole baseball movie.
You do the Tom Hanks one?
No, I'm not a Hanks fan. So
Smart.
I'm anti-Hanks.
That's good parenting.
All right, let's take care of some business. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Olympic hockey on the docket.
The women yesterday.
Oh, they're awesome.
Destroyed Canada. Was it 5-0 the final?
It was awesome.
Woo. 6-0?
It was, I saw they were up 4-0.
Yeah, they just
they're good.
played it on.
They're nasty, man. They're really good. You got all kinds of great things like for the Olympic hockey, and you still got hoops, right? And then baseball around the corner. Plus, you have all the incredible slots that they have. They're a lot of fun. What's the one you like?
I'm in Cash Eruption right now.
Cash
the
Eruption.
Flintstones is fun.
All right. You have all that stuff. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back. Live dealer blackjack, roulette, craps, you name it. You get up to $1,000 back in the first 24 hours. BetParks.com with all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking for a car? Looking for a truck? Looking for an SUV? Elkins Chevrolet's got you. Elkins Chevrolet, they're run by three brothers. Real brothers, local guys. They're at the dealership every day making sure everything's going smooth. And right now, they're putting on a President's Day sales event, and the deals are bigger and better than ever. You need a truck? They've got it. Looking for an SUV? They got that too. They got your Silverados. They got the nice Blazers. They got the big, comfortable Suburbans and Tahoes. Every vehicle comes with the kind of service that makes you feel like you're part of the family, because they are a family. But don't wait. These President's Day deals are only there for a short time. Swing by Elkins Chevrolet, Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. Super easy to get to right over the bridge, and get in on the deals that are just plain honking good. Elkins Chevrolet, they're real brothers, they're real deals, and they got a whole lot of honking good service. Together, let's drive.
Let's drive. By the way, Uncle Frank says, so I'm like the Sixers to you? Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
If the Sixers could be personified by anything other than Big Shot or, wait, what's the rabbit?
Franklin?
No. Franklin.
Hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
Yeah.
That's Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank
is the Sixers.
He should be an Uncle Frank suit.
Yes.
With his feet.
Oh, man.
That's Uncle Frank.
We got a super chat applause. I think it's for our baseball insight and our excitement for the summer from a friend of the show, Kim.
Oh, thank you, Kim. That's so nice. Appreciate that. All right, let's do this. Let's do some nugs. VG's nugs. And I want to get back to some more baseball talk and enjoy it and have some fun with that. I smell it.
VG's nugs. Nugs. It's the time for VG's nugs. VG's nugs. Nugs.
So it is baseball. We'll get to baseball. We got a couple of non-baseball nugs that I think are important. This one's getting a lot of traction, a lot of Eagles chatter too. They released the logo for the next Super Bowl in LA, and conspiracy theorists go nuts over this. They analyze the colors, because you remember we saw the video of the two guys at the end of it before, where the two quarterbacks, that video, they'll hype up the season. You remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was
it was Darnold and Drake May.
Yeah.
Right.
So now this is the logo. So they're saying, we got a green and an orange. So is the script
Broncos?
Eagles, Packers, Dolphins, Seahawks, and Bengals, Broncos, Bears? Are they your teams that are in contention in the NFL script for the Super Bowl next year based on the logo? This is going on social media.
Okay. Please. Listen, I don't know if we live in a simulation or not.
Right.
But I don't want to know the winner of next year's Super Bowl, because if that's the case, then there's nothing.
This should be good. It's a green in there. It gives us hope. We're part of it. There's no Cowboys blue in there.
I don't want to know that thing is even remotely possible.
No,
I don't.
I thought you'd be excited.
No, I'm not.
We're in the mix. We're in the mix. The Birds are in the mix.
I don't want to believe.
I mean, we know it's not the Dolphins.
But you're telling
cross
me,
that
you're
out.
basically telling me the league's fixed.
We know it's not the Browns with the orange, so we're crossing them
either you're again, we're living in a simulation, and, or you're telling me the league is fixed.
Well, I mean that last video we saw that started off the season.
I don't want to think about that.
Weird coincidence.
All right, let me live in my little bubble. I don't want the rest of the world to be creeping, and that's the optimum word, into my daily life and in ruining life.
We're just sitting in a pod in the Matrix, dude. It's all just planned out. We're just watching it.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
Well, I thought that was good news. So the Birds got a chance. They're one of like 4 teams that can be in there according to the script. This nug is for anyone over 35. This week, Claudia Riegler of Austria, she competed as the oldest person ever. Definitely the oldest woman, 52. She did a snowboard slalom. She came in 12th, but she's 52.
Oh, God bless her.
When she was 22, her coach in Austria told her that would be her last Olympics 30 years ago. So she stuck it to him.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, and she's
That's a great
competitive.
story.
Yeah.
Great story.
Like 12, 15 people below her, and she's 52.
God bless her. That's awesome.
Gold medals, they seem to have gotten off of Temu. I don't know if you know what Temu is. It's a shopping site where you can get like stuff for like pennies on the dollar.
No.
Probably get an Eagles jersey for like $3 on Temu.
Okay.
Gold medals are having issues with them. They're falling apart. This is America's Breezy Johnson.
I was jumping in excitement and it broke. I'm sure somebody will fix it. It's not like crazy broken, but it's a little broken. Show, don't tell moment. So there's the metal. And there's the ribbon. And here's the little piece that is supposed to go in the ribbon to hold it in the metal. And yeah, it came apart. Don't
that
jump
can't
in
happen.
them.
And
I
this
was
is not the
jumping in
only one.
excitement.
The German teams were jumping and celebrating some win. The medals came falling off their ribbons. It's like
So
rampant.
it's the clasp.
It's the clasp. It's a cheap clasp.
You got to get a better clasp. It's the
God,
gold
it's the
medal.
gold medal. Yes, it can't be falling
You go with
apart.
a cheap clasp.
What are they saving a couple? Not even bucks. Like just get the clasp. The gold medal.
Nah, I'm with you, man. You can't go cheap on a clasp.
No.
Clasp is key.
Key. Yeah, especially people are like, throwing it around, jumping, celebrating. You can't be jumping and gold medals rolling all over the floor.
You grab it and you bite it, and all of a sudden,
the bite.
wait
Like,
a second.
this is the old 49ers where they find it and bite it to see if it was gold.
Yeah,
Like,
that's awesome.
is it indent if it's real
Yeah.
gold? Yeah. Oh man, I couldn't put my teeth on gold like that. Does it bother you to when you bite on like a fork?
No, I
That's
eat with
weird.
a fork.
Oh no, when your teeth hit the metal of the fork, oh, it's the worst. You're fine with that? Oh, that's like curdling.
Well, I'm not.
I mean, I don't do it on
Biting,
purpose.
like,
Like I'm gnawing on forks. I'm just saying, if by chance it happens, it's a terrible feeling.
I don't know. It's a utensil.
Well, maybe you got elite eating skills and your teeth never come in contact with the fork. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what are you doing?
What are you talking about? I know I'm normal. I may not look it today, but at least Julia is on the same page as me.
Oh, that's great.
So they're MLB. They did their top 10 MLB logos, MLB channel. And I don't love the list. They got the Phillies. The Phillies, first of all, are number 4. I don't think the Phillies are top 4 logo in baseball.
No.
So they go Brewers number 1. Agree. The Twins, I don't love the Twins number 2. And I don't even know that Twins logo with the two twins, I guess. I do like the Tigers number 3. That Phillies.
It's also the Phillies.
You
the
like
bell.
the Phillies bell logo? I don't know. If it was the Fat P, I like the Fat P.
The bell is a great logo.
Interesting.
I love it.
You think it's a top 5?
A's rules.
A's is great.
Orioles should be higher.
Agree.
I would put the Tigers down. Pod's got to be higher.
I love that Padre one.
That's the old school.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That Astros is awesome.
Yeah.
And so's the red.
Yes.
The dew coming out of the sea.
The Angels weak. Not a fan. I like the Cardinals. How the Cardinals? I think the Cardinals is such a class. I hate the Cardinals, but the
I agree.
Cardinals on the bat.
I agree with that.
Solid
Like,
logo.
go through. Mets stink.
Yeah.
Yankees stink. For being the Yankees.
Yes. I mean, it is a iconic logo.
Yeah, but as like when it comes to logos like that,
Yeah.
being cool, Yankees isn't that.
No. I like the
What's that?
Giants. I like the font of the Giants. Nah.
I'm not a Giants man.
How about the Cubbies?
Cubbies, yeah.
Yeah, Cubbies should be up
Cubbies
there.
good.
Cubbies over that Angels one.
Yeah, Cardinals over the Angels. I like the Cardinals. You're right about the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Who else? Pirates.
I do. I hate them, but
I love the
love
color.
like the 2 little Red Sox. I like that Red Sox logo.
You're
pretty
not
good one.
wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I thought the Phillies were a little overrated there. I don't love that Phillies. I don't love the Phillies logo.
How about the Pale Hose?
The what?
The White Sox.
The Pale Hose. They should be
call
my
the Pale
people. They
Hose.
should be my people, the Pale Hose.
Yeah, you are. I know.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Eddie Wright's in with the White Sox.
White Sox are they're actually cool. If I told you in my past life when I was in Chicago I used to do 2 to 3 events a day, right? Bears practice, Cub game, Sox at night.
Dude,
You
that
know,
had to be awesome.
Blackhawks, Bulls. I love to go to the Bulls.
Yeah.
And Blackhawks were fun too. So I used to just go around town and just go and write as much as I could. But the White Sox were fun.
Being White Sox games?
Yeah. I thought there was a coolness about the
Being a
South
White
side of
Sox fan?
Chicago. And when I was there, it was Blackjack McDowell and the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas.
Oh, man. So it's it a smaller section of Chicago that are the White Sox fans?
Yeah, way small. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's a Cub fan. And
All
the
right.
Cubs are North Side, but really the whole region.
Mhm.
And the White Sox are just South Side and a little bit of Northwest Indiana.
So this last one, I'm glad you're sitting down.
All right.
You may want to stand up. This is the most ultimate baseball promotional giveaway I've ever seen. It's out of Texas.
Oh, I heard about this.
Nolan Ryan got hit in the lip with a Bo Jackson baseball in 1990, and his jersey got bloodied, and they're giving away a bloodied Nolan Ryan jersey,
Dude, that's
And the
awesome.
stains are almost precisely placed where Nolan Ryan's stains were.
Really?
Yes.
That's fabulous.
Yes. Dude.
Look at that.
Dude, that is the best giveaway ever.
Oh, look
Bloody
at that.
Nolan Ryan jersey.
Dude. That's fabulous.
Yeah, whoever thought of that.
I love that.
Promotion.
That's very cool.
Super cool.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, this is good stuff. Like, you just see the logos got me pumped for baseball.
Yeah.
Like, it got me excited. Like, just seeing that got me pumped up for a little
Yeah,
baseball
ready to
action.
go.
You know?
Some Cracker Jacks.
Yeah. I'm also excited. We're hoping to have at some point like this week. So I was looking at the prospects for Major League Baseball. That's always something I like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a 20-year-old pitcher, or this kid or that kid. So one of the great prospects in baseball this year is a local kid,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin McGonigal. All right. And I was just talking to Kevin's dad, who's a great dude. And I think we're going to get him
Oh, man.
coming up this week at some point. So I want him and his dad, like, how great is that?
Dude, a lot of talk
Like,
about
I
him.
love this kid. This kid's a stud.
A lot of hype about him.
The bat. He's got a golden bat, Kevin. The kid rakes, man. The kid just rakes. I'm going to be watching Tiger games just to root for that kid.
Yeah, of
See, I
course.
love the one thing about baseball is that I love the hometown kid. Like I was rooting Zach Gallen, when he's not pitching against the Phillies.
Still out there, by the way, Dombo.
Yeah, but I love the local kids.
Yeah.
And Kevin McGonigal, man.
But we've got
he's
local
gonna be
kids,
a
but
star.
this is like, since Trout, this is probably the biggest.
Yeah, I was a big Trout. You know that. I still love Mike.
Yeah.
I'm still a Troutsman.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's go quick TO, and then we'll come back. And the bro is going to be anchoring a lot of Phillies coverage. So I'm excited for the bro. So
Yeah.
bro's going to
Does a
join
good
us.
job.
Then Baldy at 10 and Vanimal at 10:30. But first, let's talk about our friends.
Hey, let's talk about Ashley Furniture. I love Ashley Furniture. Now's your chance to transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your house starting at just $299, and you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60 months special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year sale because we just love Ashley Furniture.
Attention, small and medium-sized businesses. I got an answer you got to have. It's called Togo, and it lets your stars focus on the business. Look, you don't want Bryce Harper pitching out of the bullpen, right? Listen, at Togo, it helps businesses streamline operations and level the playing field, taking on customer service, accounting, order management, logistics, admin, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes, all at the fraction of the cost of building it in-house. Let them take that off the table for you, and then you can focus on growing the business, doing what you love best. Togo doesn't bill a dime until the real work begins. Programs start as low as $1,000 a month. Visit Togo.com and mention PHLY to receive free operational assessment. Togo, the answer.
Hey, let's talk about Ashley Furniture. I love Ashley Furniture. Now's your chance to transform your home for 2026 with great offers on your favorite looks at Ashley's New Year sale. Discover hot buys for every room in your house starting at just $299, and you can ring in the new year with new styles today and pay over time with 60 months special financing on in-store purchases. Don't miss out. Shop the season's must-have looks at Ashley's New Year's sale because we just love Ashley Furniture.
All right, welcome back. Pitchers and catchers. Something about pitchers and catchers. Oh, thinking about Florida, baby. Thinking about warmth. It's around the corner. Springtime. I can almost feel it. Thanks to VG, bro, and the dogs today. Joining us, who will be anchoring a lot of our Phillies coverage, our man, the bro.
Yeah,
What
bro.
up?
Happy pitchers and catchers, buddy.
Clearwater's always great because right about now my seasonal depression is in full swing, and just seeing Florida on the TV makes my soul warm a little bit. So it always comes at like a good time.
Dude, it's so true. I used to look forward to the pitcher spring training when I'm a kid, like watching the sports, right? You go, oh, yeah. Like, just think about it. It's why I used to watch, like, I would lose myself in golf.
Yeah.
Because it's like beautiful weather.
I was watching Waste Management all
And
weekend.
you're like, man, it's nice, man.
See some green grass.
Yeah.
Like, oh
What's
my gosh.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Dude, it's outrageous.
I just see nothing but a sheet of white.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And these poor dogs, they can't even take deuces.
Oh,
man.
dude.
Slipping and sliding. It's
No,
awful.
it's awful. It really
City is just a
All
mess
right,
of
baseball.
it's
Disgusting.
Let me ask you. All right.
Yeah. I'm kind of pumped up a little bit. Everybody's got to pick themselves
All right,
up.
well, we're going to get you more pumped up.
All right.
Kinda. We're pumped up on this show.
We're
today.
excited.
All right,
So
yeah.
I'm thrilled. Like I'm fired up. I'm going to read you my top 5 reasons for Phillies optimism.
All right.
All right, that I'm very excited. Aiden Miller. It's been a long time since they had a third baseman, like an infield prospect with a legitimate bat.
Or an outfield prospect.
Well, or a prospect. But like having a legitimate bat, I'm looking forward to Aiden Miller. Let me see
Yeah, I
what
mean,
Aiden
the
Miller's
scouts
got.
said, anonymous scouts within the organization say he's the best offensive prospect since Schmidt.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard not to be excited about that. The question is, do we see him this year?
Yeah, I think we will at some point. All right, because I think you need to show. This is the year of mixing in the young bloods.
Well, that means Bohm's probably a failure and
Or he gets hurt, a little dinged up.
I mean, whatever. I mean, listen.
falling for injuries.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm with you, though. Aiden Miller's exciting as hell.
Andrew Painter.
Yeah. You see Dombrowski's comments yesterday? Found his arm slot prior to the injury.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah,
he's
I'm
back.
looking
He's
forward.
Back, baby.
I'm looking forward to Painter.
And he's like forgotten about, top
Yes,
prospect in
because
baseball.
again, if Andrew Painter comes in and he's Andrew Painter phenom, look at that rotation.
Well, I hate to say he's crucial, but without Rangers 150 innings
Right.
this year, he has to be
He has to be Ranger.
legit.
Yeah. He's got to be Ranger. Because if he's Ranger again, if he gives you what Ranger gave you, I mean, look at that road. Because I think Wheeler comes back. All right. I feel.
What do you
pretty
think in
confident.
May?
Yeah. I'm feeling all right with
Yeah, and I think I have
sensible dog.
I have a gratitude optimism list. We got lucky. He got the better of the thoracic outlet syndrome.
Yeah, I
He
feel
should
good
be able
about
to come
Wheeler.
back. Yeah.
I think Sanchez is real. In fact, he's on my list as
Sanchez is the man.
Sanchez 2.0.
WBC.
Right?
Seeing him a little bit.
Chris is he was just fat. Like I think about it last year, he was fabulous, man.
Yeah, if it's not for a phenom in Pittsburgh, he's Cy Young winner.
Yeah. And then the lizard's going to be good.
You want to keep him long term?
Lizard, I'm a lizard guy. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Luzardo.
Yeah, he's an interesting one because he's gonna make some money if he repeats what he did last year.
Yeah, he's going to be
Dude,
like a $30 million a
You
year
can ask
guy.
him. I was a big.
Oh, you're king of the lizards.
I do. I love his stuff.
I'm not sure lizard people is who you want to be associated with these days. But,
Baseball lizards.
oh, baseball lizards,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
There's different groups and populations of lizard folks.
no.
Baseball
Oh,
lizards.
no.
Those poor iguanas were
What?
freezing in Florida a
What?
week ago.
Oh no,
Jordan Montgomery back to the Rangers.
no. Vinny.
Oh, no,
Get
out of here, Vinny. We don't want Vinny right now.
Vinny.
Now.
Euro showing snow Sunday night into Monday morning. The Canadian model as well.
We talking flurries or we
The
talking
U.S. and most other models are showing a mist or snow turning into rain.
USA?
But the
USA.
the-
USA.
The Euro showing like 5 to 6 inches.
Get out of here.
I have total
Not
freedom.
believing.
The girls and my wife are gone Sunday and Monday. I'd prefer not to have to like shovel.
Shovel?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Got a little golf simulator book.
Vinny.
Come on, Vinny.
Uh,
Read the room.
He doesn't know I do this. Well, he might know now because he'll watch, but he's not. He doesn't do it. Crawl Daddy.
Crawl Daddy? Is that where we're going?
I want Crawl Daddy. I want Crawford.
I'm excited about Crawford. He's at least different.
I'm Crawl Daddy.
I can't wait to see him run the bases.
I'm looking forward to him.
Yeah, like
I really am.
His defense should be pretty solid.
Yeah,
He'll run the bases.
I'm
Put the
down
bat
with
on the
Crawl
ball.
Daddy, man.
Yeah, one I talked to him 2 years ago at Clearwater. I said, are you working on your launch angle? Are you working about, getting the ball up a little bit and in the gaps? And he's like, no, they just want me putting the bat on the ball and using my speed. And he said, like, I'm not.
Thank God.
So
Yeah, I don't want launch angle from Crawl
no, I
Daddy.
don't want launch angle, but you do want some balls out of the infield.
Listen,
He's excelled at every level he's been at.
He's 270, hitting a bunch of singles. I'm good, man.
yes, get on base.
Yeah,
Because listen, you get on base.
Yes.
Here's Shore Bomb.
Send him every time.
Right? Like, And
Wait, you got Schwarber at the top of the order?
Turner and then Shore Bomb.
I didn't know if you were changing up on me.
No.
All right.
Although I'm still not exactly sold on what I want to do with the lineup.
No, there's no good
I
answer.
mean, I like Crawford 89, which means Turner would hit leadoff. He makes sense. I'm not opposed to the Bryce leadoff.
I'm not either. I've toyed with him at 2.
I like him at 2.
But then who the hell do you put at 3? You don't want to stack
That's the
Schwarber.
problem. The only way.
Adalis has to be like a 35 guy, and then the lineup can make sense.
Yes.
Slide him in the 4.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna just have back-to-back lefties.
Yeah.
And that's real. Well, my number one reason of optimism is the Bryce Harper revenge tour.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped up about that. I think he's pissed.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
You Dumbo.
He's got the not beat shirt already made.
Yeah. He's wearing the garb. He's fired up.
Yeah, I love Harper. Harper, I was trying to think about favorite players. Like Maxey, I love. If you go through the years, like over the decades, like Maxey's, I love.
Absolutely.
BG's a friend, so he almost transcends all that. Cooper, but I love Harper, man.
Yeah.
Harper's like probably top 3 for me.
Yeah, panders to me all day long. I don't give a damn. The guy gets it. He plays
I
hard.
don't care about that. All that nonsense. Well, he panders to the fans.
Yeah, I'm like,
stuff
great.
that. Cheers.
I love it.
The fact that he wears Fanatic socks and the bat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Like, why can't you embrace that? Like, listen, I could pick on Nick on Sirianni like a million things. When they used to get on him about wearing T-shirts and
I think that's cool.
well, I love it.
Yeah.
Like
Support your guys.
Like, here's the thing I love about Sirianni is that Sirianni wants to be a part of this thing.
Yes.
Like and he appreciates it. Sirianni appreciates being a part of it, and I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with wearing the shirts and stuff like that and showing some support
the
to the
bats.
city,
It's
to the other
great.
players, the other teams.
Like he's proud of it. Like I really believe that Bryce Harper this is not an act.
Oh,
He's
no.
he's into it.
But your revenge, I think it's real where there were the extension talks or changing his contract. So That's not going on notice. He's going to have an elite year. Boris is going to be
monster
calling and be
year,
like,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah, is he even in the top 30?
No,
V
like
anymore?
his pay right now is pretty.
What a great deal.
Yes.
Can I say one I'm surprised you didn't have on your list, knowing you as long as I do?
Ooh, that's good.
Neither of you. I didn't.
Well, I got a.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah, I got a list, but go ahead.
Okay, wait, well, hold on. Let me try to think.
You love this guy.
I love this guy. The Tarantula?
Yeah, full year of the Tarantula.
Yeah, you know what? I had him.
Because I feel like people almost like forget that he.
I agree. I think you're spot on. I do love Tarantula.
Yesterday,
I love his arm.
The MLB Network didn't even have him in the top 10 relief pitchers in baseball.
I hate that Shredder.
Shredder's drunk, but they put it, and he put an Instagram post out with just like laughing emojis like all over it. He's getting disrespected, so he's got a little the Tarantula, the Shredder from MLB Network.
Oh God!
It's like their data machine, right?
Yeah,
isn't it their data?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's AI.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
So the Tarantula is disrespected, and the season hasn't even started. I'm pumped for a full year of this guy.
I love Tarantula.
I'm pumped for this bullpen. I
This
can tell
bullpen's
you.
going to be nasty.
Here's the one thing about Tarantula is that when he like in the couple times he blew a save, they don't barrel him up.
No.
It's hard to barrel him up. Like
It's almost like luck.
right. Like I'm with you. I do love
A monster that throws gas.
and I
That's
want
right up your alley.
it is, and I love him. And I had him like I toyed with him.
Okay.
I probably should have put him over. Listen, Sanchez Harper's my main man, right?
Yeah.
Sanchez is a great story, dude. Like he became a Cy Young,
Yeah.
right?
One of the best trades in franchise history. I mean,
And contracts. He's making like $9 million.
it's outrageous.
Yeah. And he's just going to get more
I don't
confident.
even think it's $9 million. Isn't it like 6.5 or something?
It's stupid.
It's like free.
All right, I'll move Tarantula over Crawdaddy.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Crawford over Miller.
Well,
Like,
here's the thing
Miller's
about
the better
Miller.
prospect,
I
but Crawford's more immediate.
Miller, I'm looking forward to for spring training.
Okay.
So, well, I'm in spring training mode.
You see a little
right?
pop from him.
Like
A couple dingers from Miller.
Like I want to
Great.
watch him. I want to watch him at the plate. Like I'm looking forward to watching him.
You play him in the WBC exhibition versus Canada on March 4th.
Let's
Just
go.
give him that experience.
Play him
Let's
on
go.
anything.
Yeah.
I hope he's like, I expect him to come up and grind out at bats just to be almost like a little Bryce Jr. Like just grind out some at bats, a little pop,
I want to see some pop. Man,
steal some bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we haven't had. Like I want to know how real is he? Like who? I don't even know. I mean, I've read about his comps and all, but I need to see him myself.
Every time they're facing a big league starter, throw the kid in there.
Yes.
Like let Bohm tee up some minor league guys.
See, one of the things, dude, that they need to embrace is they need to embrace the quick rise of the phenom.
Yeah, definitely.
They just wait and wait and wait. When these other organizations, like it's good to have a 20-year-old kid on the team.
Absolutely. And with the type of vets they have in Schwarber and Harper, everybody says what a great clubhouse it is. They're going to take them under the wing, show them how it's done, show them the work. Like, yeah, get them up here.
We've been protecting them for like 2 years at the deadline. Let's go. And now's the time.
Yeah, you got to put them to use now.
Yeah.
I agree. And now again, you need another right-handed bat, right?
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Like, like what if he shows you some pop? Like you need him in a lineup.
Yeah, I still think they're going to sign another pitcher one of these days soon.
Yeah,
Savali
Dombrowski
signed for
said that
six
yesterday. Got to get a little pitching depth is what they're going to.
I think it's going to be Bassett or Walker Buehler.
Yeah, you need that.
I think
you
it's
need
going to
that
be
guy.
Bassett's going to be expensive. I think.
You think?
He had a half decent year last year. I think he's going to look for like
Walker Buehler, welcome back.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I
feel like Bassett, you're going to pay like 18.
I'd rather go Bassett.
No, Savali got 6.
No, you're not.
Bassett will get like 8 to 10.
Yeah, you're not making.
You don't think?
Yeah,
All right, 8
At
to
this
10. I'm
point-
in on Bassett at 8 to 10.
Yeah.
Sure.
you're in on Bassett no matter what.
No, not no matter what.
No matter what. You're gonna complain about money.
I
Andrew,
wouldn't
you
pay.
will.
I'm not
You
paying
will.
him. I want to
Well,
pay money
you're
for
everybody
some good
cheap.
people. Come on.
Got him.
No.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, Bucket.
I mean, we're going to spend it now. Let's go Zach Gallen.
Come on, Bucket.
Bucket hats are back.
Get Zach Gallen for
No,
improvement
Not for
here.
me, but
No,
in
You know
general.
what's funny? That's a good look
The bucket on
for him.
PG?
Yes.
Yeah, it works
Like
on
it's
PG.
a great look. The sunglasses, the bucket hat. Like if you take the sunglasses off and take the hat off,
I look like a moron in a bucket hat.
You
What?
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a good hat guy.
You're a good hat guy.
Yeah, but not the bucket hat.
No, you're
My cousin Tim
you're a
rocks
ball
them.
cap. You're a ball cap.
Yeah, just ball cap.
I've never worn a bucket hat.
I have a
Never
sun
in your
hat.
life.
No.
I tell you to put this on, but this is a pinhead bucket hat.
I'm trying to be like
You wouldn't even
PG.
get this on your ear.
I also have a huge dome too.
Yeah.
Like
What
7
size are
and
you?
5, 7 and 5/8. Big
What are you,
brain.
4?
6 and 7/8. I'm a youth. I'm a youth hat.
His head is like, it's like that long head. You notice?
Nosferatu, bro.
You are Nosferatu.
Adam
man.
Silver.
My favorite movie.
Yeah, man.
That's the best commissioner in all sports.
What's that thing? What's that Mega Mind? What's it called? Oh, come on.
Like
It's
the big brain dude?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, I'm the opposite of that.
well, you are, but
Smoked it all away.
Yeah.
you're half an alien. Sometimes I want to check you for being one of those people. Aliens.
Hey, Brad Keller's going to be a nice addition.
Yeah, I agree.
So my hope now that he's enemy of the state is that we guys got to hope Matt Strom falls off a cliff and Keller is awesome.
I think we
and
saw
Dombrowski
that
was
coming.
right.
I think you saw it coming. He
I
seemed
don't know,
like
the
he was.
Shredder had Strom in
Yeah,
the
that's
top 10.
ridiculous. Shredder didn't watch him all year. Strom was losing it at the end. He looked a little fatigued.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for the fall off the cliff. Dombo was right.
Yeah.
Move.
And I looked at the opening day last year. There's no Max Kepler on this list. All right, baby. That's a positive.
The guy that can change the entire season is Adalis.
Yes.
He can
and,
change everything.
and I'm a believer. I like that.
I
side.
like it too.
I think it's sneaky.
I think it's more likely that it fails than it works.
I
but
like it.
like
Well, here you guys, because one of the stats I got, his exit velocity in the 89th percentile. So he's making good contact.
Yeah.
He does make contact.
last
His
year.
problem
Yeah.
is when he makes contact.
He whiffs a
He
bunch.
strikes out a lot.
Yes.
But the other
doesn't?
the other aspect, I don't mind that. I'll be honest with you.
No, I don't mind that either.
Striking out. But here's the one thing. You know, he played in the air-conditioned park. The ball does not move in that ballpark. Right? So that should help.
So we get 25 out of him. I think it's good.
if you get 30, it's
it's
a grand
ridiculous.
slam.
Yeah.
Because it just changes the way you look at Harper.
I
if you
think
have somebody you
I
fear
think he
behind.
gets 30. I think he gets 30.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
If he hits 30,
I'm a
they're playing in the
Garcia.
NLCS.
If he hits 30, who knows what kind of year Harper has? If he's backing up Harper hitting 30 dingers.
And that's what I want. I'm 28. Like I
Yeah.
think he hits 28 to 30. I'm
That's a
excited for it.
huge win.
All right, let's do this. I want you here for this. It's time now to do the pest of the week.
Ooh.
All right. This is there's nothing better than the pest of the week.
All right.
Brought to us, right?
By Evans Pest Control.
You see it. We love our Evans.
Yeah.
You ready for
There's
this?
always a
Saw
good
one of their
pest
trucks
out.
out on the road today,
This
taking
is-
care of business.
Listen,
Yeah.
Evans Pest Control. Make sure you got any kind of critters. Make sure you call Evans. All right. You ready? Our pest of the week is this man. Casty!
Give him away.
He
Cut him
won't
loose.
go away! Casty!
Is it wrong? I kind of feel like
Casty's like a roach.
almost a little bad at this point.
I do
No,
too.
I don't feel bad.
Like just let him. Like nobody's giving you anything. What,
Look, Casty. Casty's moving. He's moving like a water bug. Look, springtime water bug. It's Casty.
let him go figure out his spring and where his family's gonna live. Like just let him off the line.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like
It's
well, you're
sad.
not getting anything. Just
No,
let him go.
I feel bad for the
You're
guy.
on the hook for the money. Eat it.
I do. I feel bad for the dude. God damn
Yeah.
it. I feel bad for the guy.
Like I saw footage of him and Liam in the cage the other day, and he
Yeah.
apparently had a first baseman mitt on. I guess he's trying to be optional,
Yeah,
optionality.
You gotta adjust.
But like to not know where you're like that's a pain.
Right. Like, and then I heard
Like just let him go.
You gotta get that $1 million back, man.
he was
$1 billion
I heard he was
franchise.
toying with showing up.
I mean, that's kind of the move,
That
right?
is the move. It's the Costanza move.
Yeah.
When you quit.
Start
you-
dragging an NLCS trophy around the parking lot, throw on a Mike Schmidt jersey, and start eating hot dogs with mustard and ketchup on it. Like, hey, if I'm him, I'm like, screw you guys.
Can I have a dose of realism?
Yeah.
I can't do Seinfeld anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so out. like any Seinfeld reference or any.
Last night was the anniversary of the marine biologist episode too.
Yeah, I'm out. I didn't want to talk about it. After the Jerry Seinfeld in the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, out.
Yeah.
No way. All right, bro.
Yeah, Phil's.
Pest of the week is Castellanos, but we're excited.
He's a pest I have some empathy
look,
for.
look around the division too. Lindor's got a nagging issue.
bad.
6 weeks. He's going to be reevaluated. Schwellenbacher.
Lindor would be ready like first week of the season.
Maybe
Braves are going to be
Those
better.
habit bones.
Mets pitching is atrocious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bleak the Mets.
Yeah. Screw you, Bo Bichette.
Yeah, I swear to God,
Unless you come here and
freaking hate them. I hate
I
them.
know.
All right, great stuff, bro.
Yeah, go Phils.
There he is, the bro. Get ready for some good baseball season. It is pitchers and catchers today. Big deal. It's a big deal. Pretty cool. All right, now joining us, because we'll never get enough of this man, and we never get enough of football on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. Baldy.
Baldy, Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Ay, 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 Baldy, Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football. Oh, Baldy.
As he gets ready to go to Istanbul.
Istanbul, Constantinople, cuz leaving on I don't know, Friday or Saturday, whatever. I'm kind of lost on the days, but yeah, getting ready. Yep, we're doing my research
so
here.
Excited for you to go back to the beginning of civilization.
Yeah, this is like the trade routes, man. The trade routes. Marco Polo, they all went through there. You know, trying to find China, trying to get to the spice trade, whether they were going around the Cape of Good Horn in Africa or where they were cutting through to Constantinople. This is the foot traffic was going right through there.
I was with people last night that are big Quizzo players. One is been on Jeopardy, did pretty well. And I said, "You ever hear of the Bosphorus Strait?" Nope, crickets. I felt like a genius. I was like, you don't know about the Bosphorus Strait?
Really?
Runs right
didn't
through
know that?
Constantinople. Come on. Thanks for
You got to
making me
connect the
look
Black
smart,
Sea.
Baldy.
You're connecting Asia and Europe
Yeah.
right there at the Bosphorus Strait.
Yeah, that's, you kidding me? Like, so people that, so what are your plans? You're going to go to Constantinople? Where else? Like, where you're going to stay in that region?
Like Bodrum. I think we're going to Bodrum. You know, there's a couple of people who are like throwing me ideas and stuff, but you know, Bodrum is sort of, you know, the yachter's paradise world. It's like, it looks like the Mediterranean. You know,
it
people
is.
have been going there.
Yeah.
It's a good lifestyle there. Good water. We'll check it out.
Yeah, no, dude, that's going to be awesome. Like, what a great trip. Great trip.
Yeah.
Well, before we get deep into football, I wanted to bring this up to you before, Baldy. Baldy, I know you're a big Magellan fan. Are you aware there's a film in the theaters right now about Magellan? It's getting really good reviews. Yeah, it's 87% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I did not know that. I know, I read The Circumnavigation of the Globe. That was a book that was basically hidden for like 150 years, got rediscovered. Pigafalo was Magellan's personal secretary that traveled with him. Magellan never made it. He died in the Philippines. That's why it was named, the Philippines after King Philip. They were honoring Magellan. But Pigafalo wrote the book. He put all the notes together. He was one of the few survivors that made the entire circumnavigation. So it's, Straits of Magellan down there, in between South America and Antarctica. Like that was the passageway to the Pacific. So that's like, I would love to see it. I'd love to just see like where they start Magellan's journey in this documentary. But I gotta go find it.
It's not a documentary. It's a film. It's a Portuguese film.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's showing it like
Magellan.
art houses, like the Ritz in towns got it. Yeah.
I'm stoning on Magellan.
Well, here's the whole controversy: is Magellan is Portuguese. He can't get commissioned by the Portuguese government. He gets commissioned by King Philip in Spain. So half is, Portuguese and Spanish, you can imagine, like it's just a war. So like nobody really trusted anybody because they had a lot of Spanish, sailors on board, and so it was like the whole thing was from the beginning. It was kind of claustrophobic like that.
Well, that's like it's funny, right? Columbus was commissioned by Spain, right? Like Spain, look at back in the day, like they peaked. Portugal was a powerhouse in the world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Vasco da Gama was Portuguese. He
Yeah.
discovered the Cape of Good Hope.
Yeah.
I mean, Balboa. Like I did my history of the explorers now, because I know I was on one of those ships in a former life at one time.
You were definitely definitely that. I'll give you a quick trivia question. Turkey is strategically positioned, as
Yes.
you know, between the Mediterranean, the Aegean, and the Black Seas.
The Black Sea.
It shares borders with 8 countries. Give me 5 of them.
All right. Was it bordering Albania?
No.
No, it's not. Okay. Let's see.
Romania.
No.
No, that's not. It's in a different area. I gotta. I'm gonna fail this test here, cuz.
Oh, no. I want you to think about it real quick. Think about the Middle East where it borders on one side, and then think about the Mediterranean, like you said, on the other side.
Yeah.
Like you'll know it. Like I know you know it.
Yeah.
Like
Just
think
trying to
about
think.
like the gateway to the Mediterranean and the countries that would come up in the Mediterranean.
So you got to go there. So
Right.
like Croatia. Does Croatia touch
Close. Like Greece,
Greece? Yeah.
Bulgaria,
Okay.
and then you got Iran, Iraq,
Oh,
Syria,
you got the Middle East.
and then Georgia, and you were thinking about Armenia.
Yeah. Armenia, not Albania. Armenia.
Yeah, you were there.
Okay.
I knew you were at Armenia. And then I never heard of Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
No?
No. Have you?
That was all.
Yeah, I see them.
That was all part of Russia, the
Yeah.
USSR, and then when that broke up, like all those countries, broke away.
Yeah.
Now, I respect Baldy in this sense because he could have just like acted like he was thinking and turned around and looked at the map behind him. But nah, he took it on the chin. He's like, I'm not gonna get it.
I know he knew. I mean, I'm asking
Yeah.
who expects that
Little
question?
brain
We're supposed to be
freeze
talking
here.
Super
10
Bowl.
o'clock in the morning, you're asking him
We're talking
geography
Super
quiz.
Bowl, and I'm going, give me the 5 like it's Jeopardy, But I just love.
Well,
the
I
fact
tell you,
that
like
he
I'm not
said he
making any
knows it.
excuses, but like I took a red eye back from San Francisco to Philadelphia on Friday night, landed Saturday morning. My house is flooded. Went to see my house, see the damage. Then I jumped on a plane and flew 5 hours later and flew back to Los Angeles and worked at the Super Bowl pregame show and the day after breaking it down, and then flew back to Miami yesterday.
Oh,
So it's just like been crisscrossing the country.
Wow.
Where's the water at?
So I have this crawl space, right? Where every house has a crawl space. So my crawl space, I had a lady come in and create this vision room for me with all this stuff in my office downstairs.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I
So
love that.
The crawl space was all blocked up with this vision room. And so the water was just slowly seeping through the cement block in the wall and into the basement floor. So they got to cut the whole basement floor out, cut the whole crawl space out, the whole wall, and then dry it all out, fix the pipe, dry it out, and then rebuild the whole thing.
Oh, that's far.
Are you saying a vision room?
Yeah, it's awesome.
What is a vision room?
He showed it to me. It's awesome.
Well, I have a big wall, and it's sort of like it's sort of out there in the middle of space, and you could create your own vision for what you want to create, and so there's all these little templates that sort of tie into what I want to do in this world. So like they're all sort of included in these walls and the lights and some of the things that are hanging up. So yeah,
Man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful too. She did a great job.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Let's talk about the game and wrap up
Okay.
the season.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Like, I was. I mean, look, it just shows you time and time again how it's the trenches. It's the trench. The whole game. Seattle, McDonald's a great coach, but they wrecked the game on the line because Campbell couldn't block. Campbell would just
Yeah,
got
it wasn't just
abused.
that though. I mean, Will struggled the whole postseason. He's playing on a torn, ligament in his knee. Couldn't plant his left leg. But regardless, I mean, every blitz got home. Every blitz, like they knew exactly what the Patriots were doing. Like the game plan. I mean, there wasn't. You could say that Drake May was terrible and he wasn't good. They punted 8 straight times in a row. But regardless, they knew exactly every route combination. They just sat on top of it. And the blitzes, whether it was Witherspoon coming or Eamon Worley, like every blitz got home. They broke down the protections, they broke down the plays, and then their front just stopped the run game. So, and even up there, like the movement of how they get to their run fits and how they attack their run fits. I mean, the Patriots look like honestly, it was like the Seattle Seahawks were in the huddle and they knew every play they.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. What was your takeaway from being at the whole Super Bowl week and everything else?
I got the feeling, honestly, that there wasn't a big buzz about the game. Maybe some of it was Seattle. Maybe it was, are the Patriots really good? I know who they beat. They beat, you go through all the teams, the Chargers and the Texans and the Broncos, but nobody was really in love with this Patriot team. There's no Tom Brady. There's no, whether Mike Vrabel is, he's a good coach. But nobody was really in love with the game and even trying to figure out the matchups. So we spent a lot of time talking about a lot of other things, football and, other things, people hawking products, whatever. So I didn't feel like there was a big buzz for the game. I mean, I came out, as soon as the seedings came out on January 4th, that Sunday night, I said that Seattle's going to win this thing. Like they had to go through, now, the Rams gave them a good game, but San Francisco didn't challenge them. The Patriots didn't challenge them. They were an elite. Like they've drafted extremely well. Extremely well. John Schneider hasn't missed on any draft picks.
If you're in Buffalo, though, you got to be kicking yourself, dude. Like seriously, this was your year. It was just there for you. You had it. It's amazing. They keep the GM, right? Who you blew an opportunity. Like you blew a complete opportunity. Like I thought Sean was done dirty, but whatever. I just think this was your year to win it.
Yeah.
I got to ask you a question. Way back when you were at the pool and you had the premonition of who was going to be in the Super Bowl, who's going to win it, was it the Bills?
Yeah, it was the Bills. Like I said, it was going to be a team that's never won it before. I think that's the caveat.
Yeah.
The team that has never won it before. I thought this was going to be the year. Josh coming off the MVP, and the offensive line returned intact. And they added piece Joey Bosa. They drafted defensive linemen. They brought back Tre'Davious White. I thought they were locked and loaded to go do it. And so that was the team preseason. I said there's going to be a team that's never won it before that's going to win it, and that was Buffalo. And I thought it was theirs to be taken. I didn't see the Patriots coming up and overtaking them in the division, which they did, but still, I knew they'd get to the postseason. I thought the division is weak. Jets were a mess. Miami was a mess. Like I just thought it was paved. It was paved to go.
Yeah, and that's why I get on Brandon Beane, because how could Brandon Cooks, who you got off the streets, be Josh's favorite target down the stretch? Like he didn't do enough, man. You didn't surround him with real weapons.
It's funny. So I'm in the gym at the hotel in San Francisco, and I see this guy working out in there. I know he's a player, but I don't know who he is. So, but there's other people in there. So we're like, kind of, bumping into each other back and forth. And he finally comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, Baldy, I just want to let you know I love your stuff." And I'm like, "And so who am I talking to?" It's DeMar Hamlin.
Wow.
Unbelievable. He's from Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh. He's McKees Rock, right? Pennsylvania Central Catholic High School. No, but a great guy. So I asked him about the play that, everybody talked about after that Buffalo. And I'm like, Brandon Cooks, what'd you think? And he goes, this is his answer. All right, now this is a Buffalo Bill saying this. He goes, catch the ball. Come up, catch the ball and show the ball. Like that was his answer. And I thought, how about if everybody just said that? Just catch the ball. Like forget about this slow motion, stopping it, freeze framing it, all this stuff about, Jaquan McMillan coming up with it. Like just catch the ball. That's your job. He put it all on Brandon Cooks. I thought that was pretty strong.
Guess what? I think he's dead right. You're right.
I told him, I told DeMar, I said, damn, DeMar, I wish I would have come up and said that. Because that's exactly right. Just catch the ball.
Yeah.
Don't let somebody strip it out of your hands.
Yeah. No, I can't argue with that. All right.
Hey, before we move on from that game, Baldy, I just read a thing yesterday with Witherspoon of Seahawks saying they had to tell on the guards and tackles how they set up, and there was overset on certain rushes, and they knew that they would fall for any certain moves from a group of the guys in the Seahawks that would get after them, and it worked out for them. Is that a common thing where you'll get tells on offensive line setups and you can exploit them defensively?
Absolutely. Oh, no question. I used to do a show called Film Sessions. And I'd bring a player, a good player. Most of them were Pro Bowl players. We'd go in the film room. We would, sit in with Eric Hendricks or, whoever it was, Jamal Adams. And I would pull plays and we would talk about the play. And they'd read the stance or what they did on third downs. And they all have like these little tips. But I talked to some people in Seattle and they were like, this was as easy an offense to defend. And we knew the plays that were coming.
Wow.
So, people were saying that about the Eagles this year. Like, it's just way too predictable, And so that's not uncommon, BG, to have players get those type of tips. And Spoon's like basically the quarterback of the whole defense. He's the smartest guy on that team. And so he's just really, really, not only does he play fast, but he's a really sharp guy.
All right, let's bring it close to home. All right. So take a step back. You've had a chance to digest this whole thing. You look at the coaching staff, stout out. Here's Mannion, right? Here's Grizzard. Here is Mahaffey as your new O-line coach.
Cooper, right? Isn't Cooper the offensive line coach?
Cooper's coming as a quarterback coach.
Cooper's coming as a quarterback coach?
No, he's offensive line.
Wait, Cooper's the O-line?
They don't have a quarterback coach yet.
No, well, who's Mahaffey's the
run game coordinator.
The run game coordinator. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Run game coordinator. I'm right.
Okay.
Cooper's the O-line. Mahaffey's the run game coordinator. My bad. They're still looking at a quarterback's coach.
Okay.
So how does this thing, in your eyes, like, did they address it? Like, how does this going to work?
I don't know how it's going to work. I mean, Josh Grizzard, comes from a different background than Sean Mannion. So they got to marry their ideas together to come up with whatever the game is, whatever the offense is going to be. Chris Cooper comes from a different place. And so, he's a former player and hasn't been coaching all that. I mean, everybody's got kind of a thin resume.
Yeah.
But which Clint Kubiak doesn't have the greatest resume. Obviously his dad was a great coach, all the Shanahan tree. But I don't know what tree is going to be. Matt LaFleur. Like, I don't know what the offense is going to be. I don't know how it's going to work. Like, it's all new ideas, young guys. All right, good. Lane Johnson told me the other day, like he's open, to whatever they want to do. Like I'm pretty sure he's coming back. But he's open to listening and being coached and what they have to say and what they have to do. So it's going to be a big departure. The key is, when those guys stand up in front of the room, do they have everybody's attention?
Yeah.
And are they going to listen and follow and go, this is what we're looking for. I mean, it doesn't take long to listen to Clint Kubiak. He had the number one offense in football the first 2 weeks last year in New Orleans, and then the offensive line fell apart, and it collapsed. But they were scoring 40 points a game the first 2 weeks. The offense is really, really good, and they do a lot of stuff, in Seattle. I got to see what Sean Mannion's going to do. I really don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a strong emphasis on running the football, but how are you going to do that? What kind of runs? Is it a one back set? Is it a two back set? I don't really know. Is it tight end? Is it tight end, dominant? Two tight ends, three tight ends. If that's the case, they need some blocking tight ends. So what is the philosophy going to be? Because that's what's going to drive their draft in their free agency. And so they got to be very declarative with that to Howie in the front office and all their scouts right now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We had Jeff McClain on yesterday, and it was funny. We were talking about, because the guy that's going to affect the most is Jalen, right? It's quarterback, right? So,
Sure.
So we're making the point that, it's a completely different offense. You're going to have to work more on your fundamentals, your footwork. Your 3-step drops got to be 3, not 2.5. You got to get buttoned up.
Mm-hmm.
So you make that point, and social media people were like, "What are you talking about? He won a Super Bowl MVP," and you just want to let people know that. Listen, he won in a certain style of offense, and now there's a transition to a completely different style. So I think he's got to be open to,
Totally.
embracing it and doing the things you need to do so you can be successful in it.
No, I totally agree. Look, 2 years ago, they run their way to the Super Bowl. They run it 725 times. After that loss to Tampa in week 4, they averaged 21 passes a game. Now, nobody else is winning a Super Bowl running it, throwing it 21 times a game in this world right now. Seattle isn't. Nobody is. Kansas City isn't. So, but and they didn't turn the ball over, and the defense took it away, and it really was very complimentary. And Saquon had, one of the great years by running back we've ever seen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be their plan. So, how do you factor in a guy that, has a particular way that he sees the field? He's not going to get any faster in the run game. He's just not. Nobody is. At some point, you become a pocket quarterback. I just saw Mike Vick the other day. He had to learn how to not just take off with it the way Jalen did with success early in his career. And so there's a great deal that I think if the Eagles are going to be successful, Jalen has to buy in. It's going to have to start with him. And the idea that he's going to push back against Patullo or Brian Johnson or somebody, I don't think that's the right way to do it, even though he's got some gravitas being in 2 Super Bowls and being the MVP. I don't think that matters at this point. He's got to buy in, because if he doesn't buy in, nobody else is going to. So it's got to start with him. And I do believe he's going to be very conscientious about studying the playbook and the terminology and some of these things. And he might have to be convinced that this is the right, this is the right way, this pre-snap, whatever it is, reads and motions. Let's face it, this league right now is dominated by Shanahan and McVay. Their offenses are dominant. And if you talk to defensive coordinators that are up at night trying to figure this stuff out, it's from those 2 trees. All right, so that's real. Now, whether Sean Mannion adopts a great deal of that or not, I don't know. But Clint Kubiak is the son of Gary Kubiak, who played for Mike Shanahan, and he took the entire thing with him.
Yeah.
To Houston, in different places that he went, and his son learned that stuff. But that's the 2 dominant offenses in his business right now.
I'm with you, buddy. All right. So we'll talk to you, I guess on Friday before you leave. I think you're leaving
Let's do
Saturday.
Friday before we leave.
Yeah.
I'll study up on a little bit more on my turkey trips, which I basically ignored until, maybe today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you have to let your mind wander. All right?
Oh, yeah.
Because
I have no preconceived
notions
about anything.
Wait to find. It's going to be an incredible journey. You in Constantinople. Are you kidding me?
I remember one time I've been to Istanbul twice. Once I was there with my mom and my sister and her kids. We were there like maybe 20 years ago, maybe longer. And then I stopped there on my way to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. I had a layover in Istanbul, so like 3 hour layover. And I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna go find the best Turkish bath I can.
Oh,
Like just a
wow.
great steam room. So I remember I left the Istanbul airport, jumped in a cab, and I went to this steam room. Like it was like, oh, I didn't want to leave. It's just, like, they got all these different baths, temperatures, saunas, steam, like the whole thing.
Wow.
Oh, it was awesome, man.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
Turkish
It
bath,
does
Turkish
sound
bath.
awesome.
Like everybody should have it.
Can you get
I
tequila
got to
over
rebuild
there?
my house. I might build a Turkish bath in my basement, after this
Dude,
thing
you
is
got it.
done.
You got to do it. Now, I mean, this is going to be amazing. I just can't. I'm just looking at it now. Just the culture.
Can you get tequila over there, Baldy?
They have what's that stuff that's illegal here that they have? They have over in Prague. What's that drink in Prague? It makes you hallucinate.
Absinthe.
Yeah. Yeah, I might find something like that.
Nice.
This is a good, solid hallucinogenic.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be awesome. Baldy does Istanbul. I mean, come on, man.
On a hallucinogenic.
I want to do a film. I want
to be in an underwater cave under the Hagia Sophia, drinking a hallucinogenic, and I want to see what
do
comes
me a
to my
favor.
mind.
Get your girl to film you as much as possible. All right, and then I want to do
I'm going to do a breakdown, cuz on the bridge that goes from Europe to Asia.
Yeah,
we're crossing two continents. We're connected. We're connecting two continents over a bridge. I will do a breakdown on top of that bridge.
I love it. But I want to do a short, like a film short, of you, like in a cinematic way.
Maybe black and white.
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I don't know.
Maybe I'll just have one of those, like those Magellan hats on. One of those explorer hats.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Like I'll have to find some outfit.
All right, we're gonna come out with something on Friday. We'll figure it out. All right, my brother.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you Friday.
Here he is. Baldy. Nobody better than Baldy.
Nobody more interesting than Baldy.
No, but he truly is the most interesting man in the world. Is Baldy.
I'm saying I got a vision board, a vision room.
No, he has a whole room.
No wonder my visions aren't coming true.
No, that place is it's outrageous, dude. It's outrageous. All right, coming up, I'm so excited because one of my favorite guys, it's pitchers and catchers reporting today, and one of my favorite pitchers, I love the Vanimal.
Yeah.
The Vanimal was my man, all right? So, you know what's crazy is that I didn't even know it. But, Mosswell plays travel ball, and Coach Jim says, oh, you know what we got? He's in the area. Who's going to come work with the kids? Vance Worley.
Oh,
I
nice.
go, what? You got the Vanimal? He goes, yeah. And he's a great pitching coach, right?
Oh, I'll bet.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's terrific. So the Vanimal is coming out to pitch again.
I love
in the
story.
World
I love
Baseball Classic for Great Britain. This is fantastic. Now, I saw him when he was working with the kids. He had on the Great Britain gear.
Did?
Yeah. Like, it was cool, man. I was like, oh, this is awesome. So the Vanimal will be joining us coming up next. But first, a word from our friends. All right, it's time to play. Yes, Pro Hoops tonight. Sixers, Knicks. Sixers, 2.5-point favorite.
Like it.
All right. Join me now, the BetParks online casino sportsbook app, where there's always another way to win. Right now, new casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Plus, you get 250 bonus spins on Good Heavens or Lil Demon Mega Collectum.
Ooh.
You know this?
Lil, Lil Demon. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Over the course of 10 consecutive days. Yes, 250 spins. Whew. It's a lot of spins.
Yes.
With the BetParks online sportsbook and casino app, you can play real casino games for real money, bet on all your favorite teams. Pro hoops, you got, points, you name it. BetParks.com is all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan. New users only. TC supply. See site for details. Casino bonus must be wagered. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Guys, listen up. I'm going to tell you why I'm using Mars Men in 2026. I don't bounce back in my 40s the same way I used to. Men, after the age of 30, you lose testosterone every year at the click of 1% per year. There's a protein called SHBG that locks up your testosterone. Well, Mars Men helps unlock that and gets you back. It supports healthy T levels, energy, and stamina with 8 clinical dosed ingredients. And for a limited time, our listeners can get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. It's the perfect way to kick off the new year strong. That's mengotomars.com for 50% off and 3 free gifts at checkout. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard about Mars Men. Please support our show and tell them that this show sent you. And there's a 90-day money-back guarantee. You're going to love it.
All right. Now, I'm very excited. Let's welcome to the program a fan favorite.
Yeah,
One of
he
my
was.
favorites.
So much fun.
That's right. The Vanimal on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. What's up, Vance?
What's up, Anthony? Thanks for having me.
Dude, let me just say, you're awesome with the kids. You are a great pitching coach, man.
Thank you. It's something that I take pride in. I enjoy the development side of the game, and when I can share the knowledge that I've been around my whole career and see the kids' faces light up when they figure something out, that's what I enjoy.
You can see it, man. You're really passionate. You're a great teacher. It's hard, especially when you're talking about mechanics and kids. It's hard, man. Like I know with working with my own, it's so difficult. But you have that great patience. You know how to impart your wisdom, which is cool.
Yeah, thank you. I just noticed that not every kid's the same. They all learn. They have different phrases that might work for them, different cues. They move different. Some kids are really athletic. Some kids, they need a little bit extra work, and you just have to make sure you keep them confident and be their cheering section. That's half the battle at this younger age, and then from there they just build and get stronger and better, faster, and if they're moving right, things will work out.
What's your opinion on stride? Because after my little guy, dude, I'm like, you gotta give me a longer stride. You just have to.
I think for some people the stride can be longer. My stride was longer early on in my career when I threw harder. And as I got older, our bodies don't move as well. You gotta stretch to stretch. And, I felt my stride get shorter, but then it made my pitch shapes change. So in a way it can benefit somebody. It allows them to get their arm farther out front and get to extension to make their pitches happen.
Oh, right. Yeah. See that? That's why he's the pitching coach. He was also pitching. So, Vanimal, tell us about you and the World Baseball Classic pitching for Great Britain. I'm pumped up for that, man.
Thank you. It's a blessing. I've been out of the game for some time now, and the last one I got to pitch in was 2023. My lineage is my mom. She was born in Hong Kong under British rule, and that was my tie to get in with the team in the program.
Wow, that's fascinating, awesome. Dude. I didn't know that. How does that, how did it work? They reached out to you? How does that process work?
It caught me off guard too. So when I was with the Mets organization last, one of the scouts is with GB Baseball. And he went through the whole database, and he's finding, all these different lineage ties throughout, all of minor league, major league, independent ball, wherever he can find us. And, he sent me an email. It came from the Mets after I wasn't signed back. And I was like, why is this guy reaching out to me? So I open it up and he goes, hey, I'm Connor Brooks. I'm with GB Baseball. I scout with the Mets, but, I saw your mom might possibly be from Hong Kong. If she's born under these dates, she was there during British rule. So technically you're eligible. And I said, well, I've missed out on the last couple, World Baseball Classics with China. They reached out originally, and this time around they didn't. So I was like, well, I'm not going to miss out on an opportunity to play. I hear great things about this tournament, and they needed to qualify. So he said, hey, if you can get your mom's birth certificate, then you're in. Like, we just have to have that proof there. And if you want to do it, you're going to come over to Germany, help us qualify so we can get our first berth to the WBC. And I said, yeah, sign me up.
Oh, that's wild. That is so cool. So how you've been working out? Like, how do you prepare for it?
I feel as somebody that's been at the top level, there's things that we understand that we have to do for our bodies to prepare. And whether it's, when was the last time I played? So 3 years ago was the last time I pitched competitively.
Yeah.
All my private lessons that I do, I play catch with all my kids. And the older the kids, the more I can throw like myself. And I can actually work on some pitches and show, hey, this is how I have to throw it. I show those kids, and then they see the shapes, they see what I'm doing. They go, wow, you make that look so easy. But it's like riding a bike. I mean, you're not going to take the competitor out of me. I've done these things for X amount of years, and I'm a competitor. All I want to do is play the highest level. This isn't about money. This is just me playing the game that I love.
Yeah.
And I want to go out on my own terms. So I'm going to play as long as I can until they say, hey, you're too old.
That's all, dude. I love it, man. I give you a lot of credit. I think that is so cool. That's the essence of sports. It's like why we love sports and why we love baseball. Like that, you still want to go out and try to play. Who's on your roster? Did you look at your roster? Who you playing with?
Yeah, there's a couple guys that are returning from the last WBC. A lot of newer names, younger guys, of course. With the direction of the game, the game's getting younger. I think that I bring a lot more to the table than just being a player. Obviously, I do the coaching. I still coach with the program. I coach. I'm the pitching coach for the 23 and under team.
Oh, wow.
And we won gold over in Czech. So it was funny hearing you guys talk about the absinthe before I hopped on. I was like, oh, yeah, I've seen plenty of that over there.
That's awesome. Oh, that's great. It's so interesting because Chase is over there, right? Like as an ambassador to basically make MLB to England, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he's over there. He's been over there. I think he got over there right before I went to go to play in Germany. So he was at that World Baseball Classic qualifier. I just didn't get a chance to run into him. We had a rain delay. I was like, here's the opportunity. I get to see this guy. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, no, game's back on. I was like, oh, well, all right, lock back in. Let's go. Game on. Maybe I'll see him afterwards. And I haven't ran into him, but I'm sure I will the longer I stay with the program. And I'm sure he'll be over here with the WBC stuff too in the States.
Is it fun being part of, because there is like a really interesting uptick in baseball across Europe. The Phillies have a couple of, well, they just traded the one kid from Italy who was really good, Algieri. They drafted another kid. So you look around Europe, there's some good baseball being played now.
There is. Major League Baseball has really done a good job with, expanding the game, getting it around the world. Really showcasing that these other places can develop and send people over here. I mean, the ultimate goal is to get to Major League Baseball. And if you have to grow it someplace else to get the product, you can get it here. But they just have to have the work ethic and the environment. A lot of these places, the field and the workspace are a little tougher than what we have here. And, I like to remind a lot of the people that I work with and the kids, I'm like, hey, I got to play with a lot of guys from these Latin cultures and countries, and, they don't have what we have. So I don't want to hear I can't do this or I can't do that. I said, go hit some rocks. Go throw this, go throw that, get better. You don't have to have a baseball to do it, and understand that these guys
Use
are
the
coming from
towel.
nothing.
Use
Yes.
the towel.
Exactly. And it's not going to do any damage to you. It's going to help you move cleaner, and you'll start to hear the whip of the towel if you're doing it right. And, that's ultimately what it is I got to be able to repeat my delivery or repeat a swing and be able to, be just consistent.
Dude, you're so right about these kids. Sometimes I worry about them in the sense that there's no perspective. So we go to these tournaments and these incredible fields, like that are just like And the first time I went to Ripken, I remember like I was like blown away. I was like, this is unbelievable. The replica little ballparks, the whole thing. And I'm walking around like wide-eyed like a kid. And I'm talking to mine and I go, dude, ain't this awesome? He's like, yeah. Like they're just all those kids on the team, they're walking around like like they're used to. It's bizarre, dude. Like, yo, man, look where you're at.
They take it for granted. This is what they know. This is what they get to be around. They just expect it to be a certain way. And, for my son, I worked with him one-on-one. I tried to get him into baseball for a while now. And I think after that last WBC, he finally caught the interest. He was like, oh, I've seen you on YouTube. That's how I know my dad's played. Or, you're on a video game, but like now I've seen you do it against guys that I watch on TV now. He's like,
Right.
That's a big name. That's a big name. And now he's interested. So I said, look, I know you haven't been around the game. I said, everything we do is one-on-one. So I'm going to get you out on a field. I'm going to get you around a bunch of other kids that I work with and the dads, and we're going to just have some fun out there. And that's another way I kept ready too, was I was the full-time pitcher.
Yeah.
Through 12 innings, I'm throwing for both teams, and it was fun. And and they there was no fans other than the parents, and they were just there to have a good time. And that's got his interest, and now he's wanting to play ball too. And that was the field. I think
That's
out
awesome.
here, out on the East Coast and Midwest, you guys get the weather. You have to go inside. You guys become indoor dogs.
Yep.
So you get accustomed to being inside, and then all of a sudden you take them outside. They get excited. They want to run around. They see how big the field is. There's a backdrop now. It's not just a black wall and a net. And then they become different players. They start seeing all the other things that are around, and it's like, okay, hey, you got to lock in. Just like when you're an indoor dog, you have to focus. But now you have this beautiful scenery, or some places have some crappy dirt infields. They're not drug well, or maybe some big divots in the grass, but we all got to start somewhere. And if you can get good playing on that, how do you think you're going to be when you play on a field that's beautiful?
Yeah.
Well groomed, It only gets easier. It gets faster, but you got to learn how to play the game before you can get to somewhere like that.
How old's your boy?
He's 11 now.
Oh, it's perfect. Mine's 12. Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's fun. And all they want to do, this is our first year on the big field. So
it's going to be very big for those guys.
Yeah, because they're hitting a bunch of home runs on a little field with those bats. You see those bats. They're hitting a bunch of home runs. I'm like, it's not going to be like that on the big field.
Yeah, no, the game will humble you. When you're a big kid and you're 12 and you're playing on that little field, like you're a man, like you're the guy that has the pop. Well, you get to the big field, you're 13. Well, that 220-foot bomb you're hitting is just a routine fly ball now, pal. And that's what I try to teach the kids that are pitching. I'm like, you don't have to worry about throwing hard these first couple years on this big field. You just need to worry about getting the ball over the plate. Let them hit the ball. Because if you can command the zone, you eventually be able to expand and make them swing at what you want to throw.
Look at that. It's genius.
Hey, Vance, I'm a music guy, so I think if memory serves me correctly, you came into the games with an underrated song by Corey Hart, Sunglasses at Night. How did you select that song, and do you guys will you use a song like that for the Baseball Classic?
That's funny you say that. So they actually sent out a form asking what kind of music we'd want for batting practice and or walk up or warm up music. I haven't totally ruled anything out yet. I'm still trying to figure it out, but my song was actually Stunner Glasses at Night, and it was a Bay Area hip hop remake of Sunglasses at Night. So I was able to bring some West Coast culture out to the stadium because that was for the playoffs in
That's
2011.
cool, man.
And that was like the first time I really got to experience playoff atmosphere. And when I
Yeah.
came in and that started blasting on the speakers, I could feel the stadium starting to erupt, and they knew the original song. And for
Yeah.
me, I was just so locked in on what I was doing. It wasn't that you don't really notice the music at that point. You know, you got the adrenaline rush. You know what you have to do. It's a job. And if I don't do my job, I don't get to do this again.
All right, close your eyes. What was the moment with the Phillies that you go back to first?
Debut.
Yeah.
The debut. It was,
Yeah.
you know, I remember getting the call. You know, I was in Erie, Pennsylvania. You know, we were playing the Tigers, Double-A. I just threw a bullpen. I was charting, and we wound up going back to the hotel after the game. And I was getting off the bus, and that's when the trainer told me, "Hey, you got to stay on the bus." And all the older guys were like, "He's going to the show. He's going to the show." And I'm like, I don't believe that. You know, until the manager tells me, you know, I'm not gonna assume anything. So I get back on the bus. I go to the stadium, and Steve Roadcap goes, "Hey, that was a terrible game chart." And I said, "What are you talking about, dude? I did the radar gun." He goes, "Oh, I better call JC Ramirez and tell him he's going to the show then." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Go pack your stuff. Get out of here, man. Good luck." And I met the team in St. Louis, and you know, it's kind of like that kid in the candy store type of feeling. You know, these are all guys that I had watched on TV. You know, the last 10 years for some of those guys, and it's hard not to be a fan first, you know, but they're my coworkers, and I have to come in. I'm the young kid, and I'm like, just don't step on anybody's toes. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to do as I'm told. Like, just, I'm here. Don't worry. I'm out of your way. And, you know, that experience for me, you know, Joe Blanton was one of the first guys I introduced myself to because he played in Sacramento.
Right.
And he was with Oakland. So I saw him, you know, up close and personal. And I wanted to tell him, like, "Hey, dude, like, I'm so excited, you know, to be able to be your teammate." And he's just like, "God, I'm getting old." But no, the debut, you know, I didn't debut till we got home. So we came back to Philly. We had a day off. You know, we did the fans on the field, and I was like, "Man, this is really bizarre. I've only been here a couple of days, and like the fan base here is unique. It's very special. They're passionate, and they knew who I was just walking around, congratulating me. I was like, this is really cool." And again, a couple of days go by. My parents flew to St. Louis, didn't pitch. They were like, "Hey, we're going to go to Philly. You know, I don't know if we're going to stay the whole homestand," but I wound up debuting, and they were there for it. And I remember warming up. Door opens for me to go out, and then, you know, I was told, you know, "Hey, you know, good luck out there. Don't look up." And it's part of my routine. You know, I have to take a breath, and I look up, and I'm like, "Holy cow, there's a bunch of people here." You know, you're in the minor leagues. You get a second deck in some stadiums. You don't get a third deck, and they're usually not full. You know, batting practice, you know, there's some people there. It's not a big deal. It's just the stadium. It's a backdrop. But once you start filling in the noise and starting to see there's actual movement and things, it's like, oh my God, I didn't throw a single warm-up pitch for a strike.
Oh my
So I'm
God.
panicking, and then it was like a blackout moment. It was like, okay, I got my 3 outs. Oh my God, high five, yeah. And then, you know, all I'm thinking about is my family. I'm like, oh my God, they were here. They got to see this. This is awesome. You know, they didn't see it on a computer or TV. They were here. They got to live it. So I was really just happy to have that opportunity, because if I didn't have the success then, who knows if I would have got another shot. You know, that's kind of the nature of the game, is you have to prove it.
Van, we'll hang in 1 second because you just got to take a quick business, quick TO. We'll come right back because I got to follow up on a couple things. This is awesome. Just great stories. But first, a word from our friends. So my morning routine begins at Wawa. I think like most everybody else, but it's the greatest routine ever. It's the $5 breakfast deal, and it's a deal. You're talking about your sizzly. You want bacon, egg, and cheese. You want sausage, egg, and cheese. You want a bagel. You want a wrap. It's right there. Hash brown, coffee. All right, any size coffee. I'm a Wawa coffee fan. All right, whole thing just $5. Now you can, if you want to switch it up. You want to go with the new caramel chocolate craze flavors. You want something different. You want a little sweetness to it. But anyway, you're in, you're out. You got enough fuel to actually get you going in the morning. You got meetings. You got stuff to do. Wawa is the fuel. 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. every day. All right? Any size coffee, sizzly hash brown. Wawa.com, limited time availability. Get fueled up at Wawa. Let's talk about my friends from Xfinity. I love my Xfinity. What if I could tell you, what if I said to you, you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi, and what if I told you keep the price the same for 5 years? That's right, the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Imagine Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a sixth sense that lets you stream the game even when the whole family's online. That's my problem, all right? I got 2 kids, I got my wife, all right, and I need no interruptions. That's why I love my Xfinity. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and Xfinity's best equipment included. Take it from me, a lot can change in 5 years. Championships are won, records are broken, but your Wi-Fi, it should stay reliable. Lock in your price and unlock possibilities with Xfinity. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. All right, thanks to our friends at Xfinity and, of course, Wawa. We are visiting with an old friend, and I urge you, if you have a kid that is a baseball player, there's no better teacher in the area than the Vanimal, Vance Worley. Hey, Vance, before we go on, what the best way to get a hold of you? If parents want to send their kids to you and you do so much good work with them, what's the best way to reach you?
My work email address, it's realpitching49@gmail.com.
realpitching49@gmail.com. We're going to put that up, as you see, and then we'll get that out on social media, too.
And let me just say, we got in the chat, Jay Kelly says, Vance is the best pitching coach in South Jersey, hands down. Caught a shoulder issue with my son that could have been severe if left untreated.
Think about that. You must have saw him, and look what happened. Because at that age, man, little league elbow, shoulder, as they're getting through puberty, you're gonna have those sort of arm issues.
For sure. I think, the younger kids, they're still learning their bodies, they're like little baby giraffes, learning how to walk. They know what they want to do. They don't know how to control it. And, when they start to think about competing, they just want to go, 100% with what they have. They don't necessarily know how they're moving. And, I've been around the game a long time. I've seen, guys with shoulder stuff, elbow stuff, leg stuff. And it's like, oh, hey, you're not moving right. Why and what is hurting? Why is it hurting? I start to just pick up on what they're doing, and I just said, hey, that shouldn't be hurting when you're doing this. And I'm just kind of just toying with how high the shoulder's moving, and I'm glad I caught it because it didn't sound like it was very good in there, and I know he's taking care of it at PT now.
So let me ask you, you come into St. Louis, and then you get to Philadelphia. So you walk into that clubhouse, and you mentioned Joe Blanton, but you also are looking, and oh my God, here's Doc Halladay, and you think about the aces that were there. Hamels is there. Like what's going through your mind, and how did they respond to you?
I was very fortunate to come up with that group of guys. They were very welcoming. They congratulated me on getting there and said, just, enjoy it. Like this is, a moment that a lot of guys look to get, and just make the best of it. And, if there's anything you need, just ask. And every single guy on the team was like that. There was not a guy that brushed me off and made me feel unwelcome. And I've been with a lot of places, and, you know, I see how they treat younger guys, and, you know, I'm very blessed to come up with this group.
That's awesome. And then you had, so Charlie is a dear friend, and, you know, we keep in touch all the time. He's the greatest. And his sidekick, Rich Doobie, was a great pitching coach too. I'm sure that helped you as well.
100%. You know, that coaching staff was very good, and it was a different style of game back then. You know, and I was fortunate enough to come up with, you know, that rotation. You know, the way I looked at it is like, why am I in this rotation with these guys? You know, these guys are monsters, and here I am just trying to fill in one day a week. Like, just do okay enough to stay. And, you know, that year I was up and down 5 or 6 times. You know, I put some miles on the car that year going to Allentown and back. And then, you know, I was in the bullpen, back in the rotation, send you back down, get a bullpen in, get a start, try to get built back up. You know, it was a mental grind just as much as it was a physical, just to keep myself locked in enough to know, hey, I got to get back there. I got to get back there. You have to stay hungry.
What did you learn, or what did you remember from Halladay? Like, I'm sure you probably watched him like a hawk, and, you know, about how he went about his business. And I remember him running. I could just see I get to the park early, and I'd see him just doing laps around the Citizens Bank Park, and his work ethic and spring training. I mean, pretty amazing.
I mean, his work ethic, you know, it rubbed off on KK too, man. He was basically side by side doing everything he could to try to be as much like him. And why not? You know, if you're around a guy that's a Cy Young winner and can do the things he does, I mean, talk about mechanically being able to repeat and be consistent. You know, I'm watching his bullpens and I'm looking at every cleat mark, and he is not missing by that much. You know, it's like, how are you this good at repeating? And not only that, but his story, you know, getting in the big leagues, getting roughed up, getting sent all the way back down to high A, right? And having to introduce himself as a whole different pitcher, reinvent and change mechanics just so he can get different pitch shapes and be able to basically become a whole nother pitcher.
What was amazing about him is that his ball was so heavy. Like, it was so hard to get, it's so hard to get lift off that ball, man. It's just a heavy pitch.
Yeah, well, that, and the guy knew how to pitch. You know, he knew how to get into guys' heads. He knew what they were looking for. I mean, his game plans before the games, you know, he'd get together with Chooch, and he would tell Chooch everything he wants to do. It wasn't Chooch and, you know, Doobie or anybody going, hey, like, this is how we're going to attack these guys. He's looking at everything himself, and he's like, no, we're doing this, this, and this. And he was one of those guys where, you know, everybody talks about Scherzer, like, don't talk to that guy on his start day. Same concept. You know, you see him walk in, it's like, I'm going to veer to my right here. Yeah. Do you, and I hope you have a good game, because, you know, when you come out, if you come out, you know, because, you know, he was one of those dogs that was like, no, you're not pulling me out. I'm going to go 8 innings. I'm going to go 9 innings. Don't care what you say. I'm getting my win. And, you know, he was a workhorse, man. I really appreciate seeing everything he did, you know, for him and the game. And, you know, rest in peace. You know, it's sad, everything that happened, but, you know, he was a monster on the field.
Yeah.
Hey, Vance, every now and then we'll see it happens where a pitcher seems to pitch better with certain catchers. I think I read in 2011, you seem to have a better season when Schneider was catching you, like a full ERA lower. Is that just a coincidence, or is there just something going on there?
I feel some guys are more comfortable with other guys. I also feel that they always put me with him. I was lined up on like a day game, or they needed, you know, to give Chooch a day off, and that was his day to shine. And he knew how to take a younger guy under his wing and go, hey, like, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of scouting report talk with me and him. It was just, hey, you know this guy? No? Go after him. Or, hey, stick to your strengths. Have fun out there. Like, if you don't like something, just shake. I think I shook him 2 times that entire season. And, he knew what guys were going to be coming up. I mean, there's chess and checkers. If I'm ahead and I know what guys are looking for, I keep staying ahead. I don't want to get back into a count where now they know what's coming.
Yeah.
He really taught me how to pitch and work in. He really taught me how to use my cutter and sinker correctly. And then 2012, I think he was battling some hamstring issues, and that's when he started trying to teach Chooch, like, hey, this is how he likes to pitch. Stay fast, work ahead, makes everything that he throws work better. And, and after that season, I wind up getting hurt, get traded. And he saw all my numbers with Minnesota, and he goes, dude, what the hell happened to you? And I'm like, he's like, all you got to do is communicate with your catcher, man. I'm like, well, Joe Mauer's he's the dude. Like, I can't tell him out. And he goes, it's your game.
Wow.
It's your game. Tell him what you want to do. And, Domit was the other catcher there at the time. And, I was able to communicate it with them. But again, like, their abilities to receive and understand how my stuff works, they got to see it enough. When I was there, I struggled, man. I was in and out. I didn't have a whole lot of time to work with those guys. And then, 2014, I get DFA'd and cleared. I got traded to Pittsburgh. This man is like the manager for the high A team for the Marlins at the time. And I'm in extended spring training, staying at the same hotel as their team. And I'm waking up early. I hop on the elevator, just dazed. All right, I got to go to Pirate City. And Schneider walks in with golf clubs.
No way.
And we just I'm standing with my backpack. He's got his stuff. He hits the button. He looks at me, looks away like, what the hell are you doing here? And I said, what the hell are you doing here? And he's like, I'm going to go golf because I need to, I have my mornings. I'm managing that. Why the hell are you here? Why are you not Minnesota? How did you get to Pittsburgh? Why are you in Pittsburgh now? And at that point, it was like, okay, I need to remember everything he told me so I can communicate all that stuff with the catchers that I have here. And, I was, again, blessed. I had Russell Martin behind the dish when I was there. And holy cow, talk about an athlete, man. I mean, the dude was so good at stealing pitches. He would fool me.
Yeah.
And I would come in after the inning and I'd be like, where the hell that pitch, Mitch? And he's like, oh, it was down. And I was like, don't fool me. Fool the umpires. Don't make me think it's a good pitch. And he's like, it was good. It wasn't a strike, And, I think with Schneider, he helped me realize that there is more than just the game. I have to be able to communicate, hey, this is how I like to throw stuff. This is how I want you to set up. I'm not going to pick you up till this point in my delivery. I work quick. If I shake this, I'm going to this, keep the game moving. And that's kind of where the game's gotten to now with the whole pitch comp thing.
Yeah.
And, I feel that the veteran guys that know how to pitch, they're not relying on the stat sheets going, hey, this is what I have to throw, 50% of the time. I'm reading swings. I'm seeing guys in the box. I'm reading their stance. I'm seeing their takes. There's a lot of things that I have to look at, not just go, I'm throwing this pitch.
That's awesome. That's a great story, man, how Snyder helped you. Who was the hitters that you looked at and you always will go back, oh, man, getting that guy out was a chore?
I enjoyed facing the bigger bats in the league. I almost felt like that was the most competitive side of the game for me, was if I could get that guy out, I can get anybody out. And then I always seem to give up a hit to the guy right after. I'm like, holy cow, I was so locked in on that guy. Now this guy got the hit off me. But, Pujols, I got to face him in his prime. I remember throwing a two-seam at him, and he broke his bat, hit a double down the line. I'm like, how did he hit that? It should have hit him right in the chest. Miguel Cabrera, every time, even if I got the guy out, he'd still get a run in. It'd be a sac fly somehow. And I'm like, all right, man, whatever. At least you're still in the yard.
Mickey. Yeah, man. Mickey was fearsome, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was good, man.
That's awesome, man. What great stuff, man. Oh, God. I got to tell you, Vanimal, you are just a pleasure, man. You're awesome. It's been so much fun. When are you leaving for the Classic?
I believe I take off on the 24th. We have a pre-camp for the guys that aren't affiliate ball, so we'll get those extra few days. And then March 1st is when I believe the rest of the team joins. We start full camp. We play the Padres and Brewers, a couple scrimmage games, and then we head off to Houston, get a workout in. Tournament starts.
Wow. Where's camp at, in Arizona?
It'll be in Arizona. I'm not sure the exact site. We were working out of the Dodgers place last time. But yeah, I don't know. Everything, it's a whirlwind right now. They're still they're finalizing a lot of stuff. You know, this happened really quick, especially for the staff, because they were just coaching over and doing the European tournament for the seniors, and basically had a couple months to go, hey, we got to make our final decisions on our roster for the WBC team now. Also adding other staff members and, figuring out flights, hotels, getting the gear ready. As far as I know, we're going to have some better uniforms this time around. We won't have the small Great Britain. Hopefully, they stay ironed on. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Your gear was cool. You had something on the other. I don't know, when you were in. I was like, oh, dude, it was cool looking. Decent gear.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. I just feel that if certain guys had a bigger uniform, it just made it all look that much smaller. And yeah, I'm hoping it's major league quality this time.
Well, brother, you're the best, man. I'm going to be bugging you a lot. All right. So you're terrific at what you do with the kids, but you're just great analyzing the game. So I think you're a natural at it. Thanks, brother.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it, buddy.
I appreciate you guys having me. Have a good one, guys.
Available.
Dude, he's awesome. He got great hair still too, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
Looking cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Animal rules.
Yeah.
That was fun. Goes down memory lane. I could have talked to him all day long. The
stories are great.
The playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2010. That was San Francisco. Cody.
Oh, that guy.
Ross. I should have brought that up. Cody Ross.
That was somebody told you to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, David Segui.
Dave Segui.
On the air. You remember?
I remember it. Yeah.
You were listening, and
like
it was VC was a special. He was a contributing caller. He was a contributor.
This guy was right. Cody Ross.
And I had Segui on, and Segui's like, "Yeah, watch out for Cody Ross."
Yeah.
I was like, Cody Ross, really?
Right. This is the guy? Yeah, he was
and he was just, like 5 bombs.
Crushed it.
Oh, my God. It was terrible. All right. We'll go back in the day?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
Think about baseball. We're going to go back in the day to when baseball was a different world. And John Kruk takes you on like a 90-second tour of the Phillies clubhouse.
Yeah, this is great.
Lost in the training room. See, now these weights and everything, this is the modern player. These weren't here when I was here because we didn't lift weights. We lifted pitchers of beer. And I can tell you where everyone sat. It was like a ritual every night. This was my seat right here. And actually, when I would walk in after the game, there'd be 2 pitchers of beer here, a pack of cigarettes, and an ashtray right here. Of course, with the health of the players now, none of them do that stuff. Lenny would sit back here in the corner with about 50 towels bunched up around him and eating watermelon and spitting the seeds all over the floor, but he would use the towels there to spit his tobacco juice in. There was a training table right there. Darren Dalton sat there. All he had on was his sliding shorts, no shirt because, he had that great body, and everyone was jealous. Mitch always came in here and sat and told us how great he pitched, so we knew that was a lie. Dalton and Hollins and Dykstra used to come back here after games, like every other home game, and they would come in here and lift weights, and and I would sit here with a beer and an ashtray, and can't understand why they were grunting and sweating and like trying to build their bodies up when we just had to play again the next day. I thought, rest would be better. But this is where we all sat, and we stayed here till 2, 3, 4 in the morning talking baseball. This is the place. This is the burial ground. We all got buried in this room, and it was the greatest. This is the greatest place. This is where our team came together. This room
That is the greatest tour ever. You know, it's funny, right? Like I think back to, I started covering baseball in the 90s. And there was a guy, I was really close to this catcher. I had to cover the Mets. And there was a catcher by the name of Todd Hundley.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
And Todd was like, he was my age. Like I was 23 or whatever. And so he was like around the same, we were around the same age. And he used to go and have he had his Marlboro Light, right? Like he was from like Indiana, like, just a good kid, like good dude. And he'd have beer and a smoke after every game. He'd sit there in his locker and he'd sit out his Marlboro Light and a beer.
So you were doing it as it was like transitioning from the OGs to like the more get healthier.
It was like the end of that. Like and Todd. I remember Todd. Todd was awesome.
Yeah.
We used to go we would go hang out a lot, or like on the road and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was an interesting cat.
When was the last time you talked to him?
I haven't
Reach out to him and be like,
I lost touch with him. We were pretty tight. Like, he may have been doing stuff back in the day.
Sure. Wasn't.
And it was he was a man, dead red fastball hitter too, man. He was he had a great bat. Lefty, man. Lefty power. He was a switch hitter, but he had great lefty power. He was a good dude. There were like a lot of good guys, but like I'll never forget like that. We'll listen to Kruk talk.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys would sit there and they would just, and Todd would smoke his Marlboro Lights.
Wild.
Yeah, cause you got one.
They just sitting them around. They sit in the training room till 2, 3 in the morning talking baseball.
Well, it was fun. I remember being like hanging out. Like you would sit there with guys and just talking about guys in the league and bonds and it was fun because you were talking. Listen, it's here's the difference here's the truth about baseball, about especially baseball, but about all pro sports. It's not unlike anything else, any other level. It's just the biggest level.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you remember back to when you were playing, like say Little League or anything like that, right? You would like talk about the kids in the league,
right?
Basketball, like, hey man, it's St. Monica's had this kid. You remember this kid?
Yeah.
Like same thing. The Giants have this kid. Whatever. Like you're talking about the same people except at the highest level.
Yeah.
So you get around, that dude's an a-hole.
Right.
Like we played a game last night, right? Like basketball game. And one of the kids on the other team elbowed Moss in the neck.
Ooh.
Right? And it was funny. Like he was like, yeah, man, that dude, blah, 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 And you're talking about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had this one move. Did you see that one move, Daddy, where I did this, that? Like, I'll never forget. We would go even playing pickup, right? Even as I got older, we played pickup and we go to the bar, go sit in a flating for 3 hours, just talking about the games.
Talk about your pickup games?
Yeah. Like I loved it. Like, so they did the same thing. It changed a little bit now because they don't hang around.
Nah, they're out
It's
quick.
not a hangout.
Mm-mm.
Like it was a hangout back then.
Yeah.
And guys, and part of it too, guys like, nobody's drinking beers.
No.
No,
you see them. You can see them. I mean, there's 2 or 3 hotels that they all stay at. If you're there, they're there within like an hour after the game. They're already at the hotel.
Now, I remember and the guys don't go out. Like, I remember, like, when I was on the road, it was like, all right. Like, sometimes I got caught up in that. Like, you would go out. Like,
yeah, that'd be great.
It was like every night. Like, yeah, how you do? Like, you got every night. Like, you go, all right, we go to L.A. and play the Dodgers. And if it was an off day or, you had a day game. If you had a day game the next day, you didn't go out. You shut it down.
Right.
It was like, all right, I got to shut it down.
Yeah. We're professionals.
But if it was a night game, then you go out. Like, where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I'd say, I'll be down in an hour because I would get back. I had to write a story.
Right.
So then, like, all right, meet in the lobby.
That's awesome.
11:30.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then go out. It was fun.
I'll bet.
I'm thinking the memories are coming back as I'm talking about it.
Yeah, sounds like a great time.
Yeah, honestly, it was a blast. There was in Montreal. I'm thinking about Montreal because our places were open till 4:00 in the morning. Oh man,
Trouble.
Remember Brett Saberhagen?
Yeah,
I love Brett Saberhagen.
Yeah,
he was the best. But he was fun and he was a ball breaker. Great pitcher. But Sabes would we were at this bar and Sabes would be behind the bar, bartending. And yeah, like he'd get behind the bar, people loved it because it was like all the like the whole team would be there.
Yeah,
right. So they loved it.
Right.
You do whatever you want. And he's like, pour me beers. It was that kind of stuff. Shots, beers.
Nice.
That was fun. All right,
go.
Great job.
Yeah, nice work.
Pitchers and catchers.
Baseball's back.
You know what? I'm glad we did this show today because I'm in such good spirits with the game.
Good.
Like I'm feeling really good about it.
Cool, man. Yeah. I'm ready to
I'm
go.
looking forward to it. Everybody, thanks for hanging. Can't do this without you guys. Appreciate it. Love you guys. See you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.